You've also told us about the procedures for admitting prisoners at Mile 2 prisons.
Yes.
You've also told us about procedures that were adopted that were outside of the Prisons Act.
Yes.
And just before the break, you were telling us about the tortures and maltreatment of detainees at the security wing.
Detainees security wing.
Yes.
And you've told us about a situation where a particular detainee by the name of Lang Tombon was carried out to the NIA. And based on the condition that he was brought back to the prisons,
adumbiriba murundinal nang ala kobe tembeda mento ala hadamaya abalajato be kul benyadi benyame wotumo.
It was obvious that he was tortured in some form.
Andu anata senaya moma menyanta adundila nang ka koindi amako yenyimari tajire yale.
Yes.
You have also told us that the officer who actually tried to raise issues of not readmitting him in that condition in the prison
officer men lafta balanna purka dundina kasola kul nata kew bulu nyame nyama.
Yes.
Was charged and detained and dismissed from the service.
Ya mari muta ya kalami ya sindidula killing inata baydo ko nyimfawla.
Yes.
So at this point I would like us to continue. And I would like you to tell us about other tortures of other detainees that you are aware of.
Etabota menkalama yememoi menketa tilimbali anin tajire yati yemenke mo kotangulula yemenu muta yenatije.
Ye mol muta jele mini alon ko detainee
yes.
Ike dipa.
They were detainees that were beaten.
Ba on tol bebe nyokan jele.
Since we were all together.
Mantra security wing.
Even if you weren't at the security wing.
But
anything that happened, we used to tell one another.
And the
prisoners too usually tell us. Many detainees were brought there that were beaten.
Wasa
Kamara and others were all beaten.
Bunja Dabo will be bootele.
Bunja Dabo and others were beaten.
Yaya Dabo will be bootele.
Yaya Dabo and others were beaten.
You will be booted. Ike somebody booted very seriously.
All of them were beaten, taken away, and seriously beaten.
And Nina take ikane kama in symbol la NIL kane kama ning Rangersol.
And each time they come to collect them, they used to come to collect them using force. And it was the NIA and the Rangers who collected them. The manner in which they come, even the officers that were usually on duties, we are not always able to face them out of fear.
Because
they used to mask. They don't come at daytime. They come in the night. When we are in the yard, when there is a commotion, the center gate is between us and confinement. We used to go there. After they collected them, we will go there. And the officer in charge will tell us they took so and so person. But they don't come during daytime.
Around 10.
It's in the night, around 10. That they would come to pick them up. They did that severally.
Thank you, Mr. Jallow. So you are actually telling this commission
that
it was a usual practice
that
the NIA officers or the persons you have referred to as the rangers, who we commonly know as the junglers,
ani molu dolu mbije ka fo men ite a command ko rangers bari jama ke command junglers lela
would come into the prisons at odd hours in the night,
ikana kaso kono je wato la wato men ya lonko amanke wati temberinti,
collect the detainees and take them out of the prisons
isinani muta molu kamaje ye fintindi kaso kono
to the NIA headquarters,
isi samba NIA la korda bato,
where they would be tortured and brought back in the morning.
ike samba jele ye tajire ya ye murundi nan kaso kono.
Yes.
Thank you. So now we would like to also concentrate on the tortures that actually took place in Mile 2 Central Prisons itself.
Sa in lafta tajire ya lumene keta Mile 2 kaso fango kono lafta nga wolle fananjibe.
Mile 2 kaso kono.
Inside.
Can I just finish the question?
Okay.
So we would like you to tell us the torture that happened to detainees at Mile 2 Central Prison.
Sa in lafta yeje fonyeng nyimolu menu ye muta ye nati je ye tajire ya nyami Mile 2 fango kaso kono je lafta ye wolle fonyeng.
Mile 2 de je nga molle soto je minu yalon ko wolle kalli paroke Mile 2.
Well, in Mile 2, there are special people who did the beating.
Wolle ka prisoner fundindi ke samba headquarters koma.
They would take the prisoners outside behind the headquarters and beat them up there.
Sorry, Mr. Jallow. Point of clarification. It seems at this point you're talking about actual prisoners and not the detainees. Is that correct?
Ako amunta sila ye menu sorom ibe kasoko no ibe olle foka bare amanke nyimuta moluti ikafo meni detainees.
Mbe prisoner lel.
Yes, I'm referring to the prisoners.
I just wanted to clarify this point because from the evidence you have given, it seems to suggest that the detainees were not tortured ever in Mile 2 but were taken out to a special place to be tortured and brought back.
Amunta ila kumo yenyine frinko inene manyilu bute Mile 2 kasokono ike findindi kasokono leke samba koy damen foteng yeta ye buteje ye murundi nan kasokono.
Ante kaminu be kalamota ike chikajele ye samba ye bute after ye murundi na bari nene me bute nte nyala.
All the incidences that I was aware of, the individuals were taken out, beaten up and brought back. But I never saw anybody beaten inside.
But then the actual prisoners who are either being convicted or on remand are tortured at the Mile 2 Central Prisons.
Bari nyimolu men ye butete dolu kake molleti ye menu sorom foka pare dolu kake nyimuta molleti ye menu ditenje eka oni be butela ike fintindile yete bute banta ye nati.
Yes.
And this torture, as you've explained it, or maltreatment would usually happen at the annex opposite where the headquarters of the DG is based.
Monta wo butero dung akake dinkiral to memu prison la korda bati saying DG fong la office obe dameng ike sambawo bungole koma ke buteje.
Yes.
Thank you for that clarification. You may continue to tell us what happens.
Numbara yeje seneyandi tenteng ya fonyen silang yemen longo kolto butero nyin nakarola.
Butero ikaminu bute wolle fanka fontolie.
Those that were beaten usually are the ones that would tell us. Since we were always together with them. When they take them out and beat them, we are usually aware. They used to come, collect them, and take them away. Take them away. They beat them there and then bring them back. But when they are returned back, we used to know that they have been beaten.
Because one prisoner
because there was one prisoner,
Fatou Cisse,
he was a tailor.
He's a very good tailor.
He was a very good tailor. He used to sew our uniforms. He used to sew the jumpers. He was a great tailor. They had a misunderstanding. They arrested him. They took him behind.
Very seriously.
They beat him very seriously and brought him back. Many people in mile 2 were aware of that.
Because
he told us.
Personally.
Myself personally. He told me.
Because recommend red band.
Because I took him and recommended to make him a red band. He kept telling people about that all the time.
Mr. Jallow, you've told us that he had an encounter with some officers. Can you name those officers?
Iko anim modol dunta nyola jele. Jumanyo lemu wolti officer lu fayse tolu fono la ba.
Aning Ibrahima Jamme.
It was with Ibrahima Jamme.
Mohamed Jabi. Malang Tamba. A special group ole soto.
They had a special group.
Ikanyo kumandile ye prisoner ye lafta min tochola.
They used to call each other and whosoever they wanted to torture.
Or lafta kamim bute.
Or whosoever they wanted to beat.
Iketele mutaye samba.
They will take you away.
Mile 2 kono jede.
They wouldn't do it inside mile 2.
Bantale.
They will do it outside.
Either around confinement mafangola.
Either around the confinement.
A coma.
Behind it.
Or samba headquarters coma.
Or they will take you at the back of the headquarters. That was where they will take you. After they took you there and beat you. Then they will return you back.
Prison
officers, all of them can attest to that. It's not
part of implicating them, but this is what happened.
Mr. Jallow, it is therefore correct to say that you're telling this commission that there was a particular group, a team, that used to commit the tortures and the beating and the maltreatment of prisoners.
Mr. Jallow, amunta sila ila kuma ina firinko. Kafula soton taje me yalon ko. Jama wole mu moluti menu kanyin kasolan kolu muta ke bute nya me yalon ka diete tolie. Kon ke fintindi banda kate bute hanfo ye murundina.
Ha. Yes.
I would also like you to repeat them one by one to this commission.
Lafita ite hakilo menu be muta ye be tolu fo killing ye fanyin commission e.
Nte hakilo le menu muta.
Those that I can recall,
Ibrahima Jamme, Malang
Tamba,
Jabi.
Can we have his first name, please?
Mohamed Jabi. Wolle fang ki fenkolti. Wolle mu nyaton kolti. Ijame le mu la commandant.
They were the leaders, but Ijame was their commander. And some of their subordinates whose names I do not know. But I know these ones because I worked with these ones. They are the ones they call chief torturers. Because even the prisoners call them by that. And all the people that testified here said the same thing. And they used to tell us also. But when they did it, they never did it in our presence. Because we were not in the same thing with them. That was why when they did their own thing, they did it on their own. Even if that did not please us, we couldn't do anything about it. Because there are rules and rights in the prison. The prisoner has rights. The officer has duties. The prisoner has rights in some aspects. The officer too has rights in some aspects. Because the act is what guarantees all of us. If you look at the prison act, after the act was written, it was subdivided. The right hand side, that is pertaining to officers. On the left, that pertains to the prisoners. A prisoner, if he commits an offense, the prisoner should be charged.
Section 62.
Section 62.
Offense minke yo section o jube.
The offense that the person commits, you look at that offense.
Ya charge wala.
And you charge the person accordingly.
Niba punish la.
And if you are to punish the person,
isa mari punish.
You punish the person.
Iba sambala authorities la ya.
You take the person to the authorities.
Ya itandi authorities la ko.
And you make it known to the authorities that this person has done this, this, and this. He threw a blow on, he punched somebody and injured him. Oh, we found him in possession with money. Oh, we found him in possession of cannabis.
The commander is there to judge.
The commander is there to judge. He will look at this section. The section on which to charge you.
Then I punishment or lekang.
And then he will prescribe the punishment on you.
I park.
He will park you.
Oh.
I
visit forfeit.
Or you will forfeit your visit.
I tandila ko yening offense kari leke.
To make you know that this is the offense that you have committed. And we told you from the day of inception. So you deliberately did it.
So say mbela visit forfeit la for maybe ila visit minkana ita sotola for ila next visit.
And so we will forfeit your incoming visit until the next one.
Or ya seal.
Or you seal the individual.
For a period.
For a period.
After bula.
After which you release him or her.
Ya commanding office.
You call the person to the office.
Ya address.
You address the person.
Ya officially problem soto.
If I told the officers have a problem.
Under section 23.
There is section 23. It is left to what is contained in the section. The kind of offense that has been committed. If I told the person does not report for duties, there is a particular section upon which to charge that particular officer. If I told the officer malingered,
section section 23.
There is a section 23, on which to charge the particular officer.
So prisons
So this is the way in which the prisons should operate.
So this
is what I know about it.
Mr. Jallow, thank you very much for showing us that you know the Prison Act. Because the sections you have actually said before this commission are correct. Were any of those sections followed by the persons you are referring to as the chief torturers?
No.
Is there any part of the act that gives them the power or authority to torture prisoners?
Fodum loi ñin la karola adula do fanam bijele me ye sembo di telula pour ka kasolan ko lumuta ke tajriya.
Ani?
No.
I would also like you to clarify, you mentioned 3 names and you called them all chief torturers. Were they all referred to as chief torturers?
Ye mo sabatofo. E afoko ke command chief tortural. Ulumo sabo be le mo chief tortural tiba mfudum akafomo kilinama.
Ani amanke imo sabo beti ibele kaliparoke. Bari dulaod la nyaton kosotole.
No, it's not the 3 of them, even though all of them do the beatings, but every place has a leader.
Ibrahima Jammeh mo la nyaton koti.
Ibrahima Jammeh was their leader.
Malan Tamba bano mo chief lady.
Malan Tamba was
his assistant.
He was the chief.
Mohammed Jabi be onoma omu PO lady.
And Mohammed Jabi followed, who was a PO. That was the way they.
Ila chief womu fenkeleti Ibrahima Jammeh.
But their chief was Ibrahima Jammeh.
So it was therefore correct to say that it is Ibrahima Jammeh that was referred to as the chief torturer.
Woto nyino mutonyati Ibrahima Jammeh mosafo wolem chief torturati.
A prisoner beka wolefo.
Yes, that is what the whole prisoners say.
And during this period that we're really talking about, it is correct to say that David Colley was then the Director General.
Alunyi wato memba fokanteng woto tonyale mnyinka foko wotembo David Colley wale mu ila kasobe kuntonkoti.
David le munyaton koti no atelam Director General.
Yes, David was the head, he was the Director General.
And you have already told this commission that he was aware of all the ins and outs at the prisons.
Andu yanyu fo commission yanko. Kuwo kundi nabe kerin kasola katamaje abota be kalamale.
Aba kalamutale, ka kalamutale because ikaka komale.
He would be aware, he was aware, because it used to happen in his absence.
Koma, ala office
Behind his office.
Aba kalamutale because akakala office ole koma.
He was aware because it used to happen behind his office.
Because ibuka ke nyati lingola.
Because they don't do it in the front.
So nabe koma.
When it's done behind,
Ngamira ite ke director general.
I think you as Director General,
Ni atra sarati be mo manyana lipala wod lato.
if I told someone is not supposed to be beaten in that place,
Ite ma kalamuta.
there's no one should be beaten in that place and you wouldn't be aware.
So na jero to dal ngalong ko aya kalamutal.
By my observation, I see to it that he was aware.
Did he take any actions to stop this said torture that was being done?
Fao ay fere kele wala silatale pour ka tajire ya ka bondi.
Nene man soto.
It never happened.
Did he ensure that the prisoners received some sort of treatment or medical assistance after the tortures?
Fodu niyo tajire yake o kasola nkolla. Fa kanyum fanan kele pour ka wo molu mako e pour ye jara ro soto bang.
Ika complain of saliale komisal fe ni murunda nang after torture ikatra molle koto je mini alon ko officer in charge ol.
They used to complain to the officers. For example, when they return, they used to be under the officer in charge.
Ni atra misal fe butele balo be busuta.
For example, if they were beaten and they suffered bruises,
iba fola officer in charge yele.
they will tell the officer in charge.
Officer in charge be escort dile la kata clinic oto.
The officer in charge will provide an escort to take them to the clinic.
Ni atra boro bije.
If at all there is medicine,
boro dile lale.
they will give them medicine.
Ni atra boro tije.
If at all there is no medicine,
Oni boro prescribe yede.
they will have to prescribe medicines for them.
Ni moso to minsa sangiye.
And if they would have anyone who could buy it for them,
Ya sangiye.
the person will buy it for them.
Nima moso to no dum.
If they don't have someone to buy it for them,
Aka kebulu problem baleti pour iye fanjara.
it used to be a problem for them to get treatment.
Because ntolte rifala no lopitano to.
Because on our own, we cannot refer them to the hospital.
No ni sick report keta.
And if there is a sick report,
Medical leka sick report safe.
it was the medics who wrote the sick report.
Na genuine tay ma treat no je.
If it is a genuine case which they cannot treat there,
Ka referral le safe.
they will write a referral.
So manda nimbe movement ol be kekang.
In the morning, while we are making the movements,
Bet nga distribution okay.
and we did the distribution,
Minu nyanta tala court.
those that are supposed to go to court,
Minu nyanta tala hospital.
those that are supposed to go to the hospital,
O wato le kaitol be ka samba.
that is the time that all the documents are taken.
So ni ata misal fe ite mu moleti mi alon ko ini mantara kukiling.
If at all you happen to be someone who is not in the good books with them,
Ise bondi je.
they could omit your name from the list.
Alkari bondi je.
They could say, take so and so person's name off the list.
Ang fanga witness le.
I witnessed that personally.
Mr. Jallow, thank you for going through that. I think you have just told this commission about the procedure for medical assistance or treatment to prisoners.
Inu mbara Mr. Jallow ngamere ya fo commission enne silo lu menu nyanta tala pour ninka sola nkolu sulata wala nyanta ilondila jara ro siloka.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
My question was, after the prisoners are beaten or maltreated or tortured, does David Colley ensure that they get any medical assistance?
Ala nyinin karo munyinati. Niye kasola nkolu muta ye tajire ya ye bute fuka pare. Fo David Colley kana alole ka jako ye nyulben bute ten inyanta isambalale pour ye jara ro soto noto.
Honey.
No.
Does the chief torturer or any of his assistants ensure that they get medical treatment?
Tajire nyatonko anala wo molu folu fanal ka jele ko ye nyulmenu bute ten ye jara ro soto noto ban.
Honey.
No.
Can you tell this commission how bad were the beatings?
Funyin commission yo bute rolu jawiyata nyadi le ka ke nyamen asiata le.
Ila buterol dimitale bawo ni sambaje itol damal le kataraje.
Their beatings were painful because when they take you, they used to be the only ones there.
So adiate nyameng ibakele wala nyam.
And so they do it as they pleased.
So nite mantaraje purka foyal sabari.
If you are not there to ask them to pardon them, you see to it that they do to them just what pleases them. So when they are done with them, they will bring them back.
Can you explain to this commission the beatings that the prisoners used to receive? What type of beatings did they receive?
Those that they used to beat,
what
they said was that they used to take pipes. Since they were not beaten in our presence, and I said that earlier, they used to call them and take them away. They used to take pipes. Because those that were beaten were the ones that narrated this to us. They will take pipes. Some take sticks. And they will lay you. They will hold you and lay you.
Satisfied about
until the time that they are satisfied. If I told you they accused you of something, they will ask you to say it. If I told it's money that is in your possession, they will ask you where you got the money from. If I told it's cannabis, they will ask you where you got it from. That was how they operated.
Mr. Jallow, can you tell the commission from what you know, what the beatings, as we would call them, maybe lashes, were they over 12 in number at any particular time?
Mr. Jallow, fanying commission yo wobute rolo. Ika nanga mo jelle misali kama mo kilungu ko yo ya foko ka pipe leta ika lipardanya jelule dila katale fosi nya tannim fula bang wala.
According to
the explanation they gave, the beatings they gave them was more than that. And it shouldn't be more than 12 lashes. But what they used to say, that they used to beat them until they tire. But since it is something that did not take place in your presence, you only hear it from people. So if you are narrating it, you must make it clear that this is something that you heard from others. If at all it had happened in my presence, where I was standing and I saw them beating them, whatever they must have done to them, I would be able to stand and tell you this was what was done to them. But those that were beaten, it's only because of the relationship that existed between us. That was why I used to get to know these things. There was a time where we were, the position that we were, it was as if we were not a part of anything.
Half officer, half prisoner.
It was as if we were all equal, just as you are half officer and also half prisoner. We are not involved in anything.
Mr. Jallow, can you further explain what you mean by half prisoner, half officer, please, to this commission?
Mr. Jallow, fanying commission e kasene yande yemen foten. Fankiling kasolanko, fankiling dokula. O koto mumuneti.
The reason I said that is because of the fact that we are all in one thing.
As officer in charge.
I am there as officer in charge.
As a officer.
Or I am there as an officer. You come and take away a prisoner. You take him away. You don't even inform me.
It have no use.
So my being there has no use. You take them away. If I talk myself, you will go and report me. You will say that I am sabotaging. And when they say sabotage, that is very broad.
So this
is the reason why This is why I said at that time we were half officers because we were all part in the work together. And they made themselves as if they were the only real workers. And we were not a part of anything. So we also held our own. And we did our work. Because we are together with the prisoners.
So half officer, half prisoner.
This is why I said half officer, half prisoner.
And when you tell this commission that you were feeling as if you were a half prisoner and a half officer, does it have anything to do because of the tribe that you belong to?
Yes, as a Keno Fananti, because definitely what
it could be that also, because there was a time when we really suffered.
Because coming for Drombe operation or Minkela.
Just as I was saying, the operation that all of us should do. If someone does something which is an offense, we should take to the person to the office first.
Counsel
and counsel him.
Open call
and try to scare the person and tell the person to speak the truth. We all join together and tell the person the truth. But that never happened. When they come, they will call each other and do what they wanted to do. So we also stayed away from their business and held our own. Yes.
So you all function in teams and different groups?
Yes, you see, the reason why I said these things this way, a human being wants peace. But anywhere you know that whatever you say, it would be a problem for you. You will ignore it. When you come for work, you perform your work. So that was how we operated.
So Mr. Jallow, you're telling this commission that there were particular individuals who were closer to the DG.
Yes. That's true. There were groups that were close to him. These were these people who used to come and go and tell him things.
And no matter what they did that were even against the principles, rules, and the act, they were never punished for it.
They never did anything to them.
And this could be the fact that it's because they were actually given these instructions by the then DG to perform.
He empowered them.
Apart from the torturers that you have given their names already, are there any other persons who were in this particular team that were close to the DG then?
No, I don't know those. But for these ones, I know them. Because what they did after I used to see it.
Can you tell us who the oddly of the DG was?
DG de? Well, the DG, he had many oddlies.
Can you name a few?
Because one boy, there was one boy, Kasim Baji. He was once his oddly. Wali Kerr was once his oddly.
It doesn't matter if you don't remember the second names or all the names in totality. Just tell us what you remember.
I oddly Jamal Lesoto.
He had many oddlies.
Because more being aggressive to demanding.
He used to change them constantly because he's someone that was aggressive.
Nanila na niaje ko itemu mole timi alonko imang fenke bakadra ake bondi jele.
Munke?
Momi alonko amang hana mang ni molka silal dal. So ibaje la wato dobije because akasare molkane so na sarte kan nite piuta drong aje ko dal ay min fo yete make misal fe ay bula kula imamoy.
He used to shout at people. He used to shout at people.
And
when he shouts at you and you are scared, sometimes he used to change you and you demand for a new oddly. But these that I have mentioned, I know them and they were once his oddlies.
Lamin
Sane.
SPO Lamin Sane, Inspector Lem.
SPO Lamin Sane is now an inspector. He too was once his oddly. I knew these as his oddlies.
So apart from the oddlies, did he also have other officers who he would assign certain duties to that were not even their responsibilities?
Ninga borala in odlilla fo official dol fanan katara jele men yalon ko akebula do gola anno akebula do kol menna adobe je obukatara walla do ko kono nyana kamenke
ayalon service mo orderly because service near cross back area na la section commandalem.
You know, service is order, and if you observe carefully you realize that there are sections
because near cross back operation commander bijele.
If you observe, there is an operation commander.
Okay, chief officer bijele.
There is also the chief officer.
Chief officer is the man in charge of all the junior officers and the inmates.
The chief officer is in charge of all the junior officers and the inmates.
So, wofana right to kataya any minute, any time.
Each who has the right to go to him at any time.
Operation fana right to kataya any minute, any time.
And the operations too has the right to go to him any minute, any time.
Ani minube official to.
And those that are in offices.
And those
offices that are close to him and they are people who are doing the same work with him. Those that he will assign to other assignments. All of them used to go to him.
Yes.
So it is correct to say that David Colley was running the prisons as if he was running his own home.
oto atilintele moya foko David Colley aka prison nyung aya mutale ko nun aya marale ko al soko no maranyame.
David ay kango soto num bakele.
Well, David had authority
because mole mi alon ko nay min fo wala kake.
Because he was someone when he says something it happens.
Mo buka challenge.
Nobody challenged him.
That
was there and everyone can attest to that. He was the director. Whatever he says happens. Sometimes when he comes to the yard and finds people in an awkward situation and it is announced that the DG is coming, you see people getting up and moving out of that place so that he will not see them. Truly speaking, people were scared of him. Because whatever he did to you, nothing will come out of it. He could detain you. He could dismiss you. He could demote you. No one could do anything about it because he was the Director General. And people honored him a lot. Despite all of these shortcomings, people honored him. And prison officers love him because he was the only one we knew. Nobody sees him and hates him. He sees deeds that make people angry about him. Because we do not want someone to come from the outside to take charge of the prisons. But these were his problems. He was my boss. And I honor him. And I love him too. But he also made me to suffer. And he knows that I'm a hard worker. He knows that himself.
Because nabe nyokam for almost 9 good years.
Because I was together with him for almost 9 years.
Joshua prisons.
I was at Joshua prisons.
Nabe funtila.
When he's going out,
Kantela kumandingana nga batu ala kordado.
it used to be me that he will call to go and wait for him at his home.
Junior officer.
At the time, I was a junior officer.
I entrust le.
He trusted me.
One
day, his father was there.
I
used to sit with his father on the bench, around 92, 93. We used to be there with him. When he goes out, I used to be there with his father, and we would be chatting with the father while I performed my guard duties there. But he was someone who we know that whatever he said in mile 2, there was no one that will challenge him. So this was our problem.
Thank you, Mr. Jallow.
Abaraka, Mr. Jallow.
Mr. Jallow, we've also received evidence that there was a place that was called Talk True, where they used to torture prisoners. Can you shed light on it?
Nga dingira nga intihedi andro fana unsoro janko dingira dole benunje ikafo damete Talk True wala mtonya fo fesi je fana fana ndinunye laba.
Hani alabe sede ala ngala je dal manjelo.
No, God is my witness. I do not know that place.
Because I'm under oath.
Because I'm under oath.
Imam milong manyana fola.
So what you don't know, you shouldn't say it.
That is correct. We just want you to tell us the truth in this sitting. You've also told us that you had been an officer at Janjanbureh prisons.
Yes, I once was.
Can you tell us if you're aware of any detainees that were brought to Janjanbureh prisons?
Yes, inene mol nati jele komando.
Yes, they brought people there in the past.
Group bale nata je.
It was a large group.
Political problem.
It was on the political problem.
Ala nata ke nata taraje.
And by God's grace, they were there.
Yes, sambananje.
They brought them there.
But thank God, ntolbe je wato minna.
But thank God, the time that we were there,
ni tala kuta jele.
We ended up well with them there.
Because wato na commissioner mimbeje late Keba Bojang.
Because at that time, our late commissioner Keba Bojang,
na anina commissioner dobije Keba Sise,
and one other commissioner Keba Sise,
wo hadamayata bakele.
Is very humane.
So wo kana jele ake kachandi je.
He used to come there and chat with them.
So I cannot remember their names.
They were there, there were many, I cannot remember their names.
Political dispute.
There was a political dispute that happened there. After they took them out and returned them. But that was a long time. We were not well acquainted. There were others that we eventually got acquainted with. But after I forgot the names of others. It's more than 10 years.
Mr. Jallow, were they also held in a security or confinement wing?
Oh, olfona inata ne ye mara dingira daga me security warrant on confinement wing for ina ne mara jele ba.
Confinement momi marata confinement ma asiata bakele.
The people that were in charge of confinement were many.
Mr. Jallow, please just answer my question, because I'm trying to establish the different prisons that detainees were put in. So you've already told us that Janjanbureh have received detainees before. So I just want you to clarify for this commission, how were they held? Were they put in security cells as well?
Oh, I nyini kame na yo jabi. After fondoma nyina sabatini la follow. Niye mo samba kasuro je fo ike follow ketain fo ike samba security wing le bang fo ike samba confinement le follow.
Janjanbureh de ni Janjanbureh lem Janjanbureh man security soto.
If it is Janjanbureh, then Janjanbureh has no security wing.
Security wo mile 2 leti.
Security wing is only in mile 2.
Thank you. So can you tell this commission in what conditions the detainees were held in Janjanbureh?
Silam fo isa fo no commission e jang. Al hala nyaadi la mika kasolan ko le ke muta nyame Janjanbureh.
Janjanbureh briye nati.
When they brought them to Janjanbureh,
selo le dila.
They Give them cells.
Because Janjambure mang warabake cell nimanyina mantambi cell sabala.
Janjambure is not large. If I have not forgotten, it's not more than 3 cells. Sometimes
their roles
the roll is goes down.
So niela roll jindi then ning other prisoners only ka walleta yeke
when they reduce the roll, then these prisoners is what they take and put there. And then put them inside one big cell. That is where Janjambure is.
Janjambure man security wing soto.
Janjambure does not have a security wing.
Remind o soto jele.
But they have a remand.
But man security wing soto.
But they don't have a security wing.
The cell all finance soto lemi alonko is for convict.
And they have cells which are for convicts.
So Janjambure be wole nyama.
That is where Janjambure is.
Man sani lomba on famata je demanding.
I do not know of now because it's been a while I have not been there.
So thank you. So when the detainees were brought in, they were all put in one big cell. Is that correct?
Detainees were wala maramulte ni nati ke beke cell ba kilin wala kon. Fo wala.
Yes.
Did that cause overcrowding?
Fo ka o kana sabu ko fo mo kana lan tambi je ba ka sia.
A cell ni mawo warabake bari a dependale mo sifa nanga momin nata because niata nung manyina nungala fi golong.
The cell is not very wide, but it depends on the number of detainees that have been brought in. I cannot recall the number, but the people that they brought in were a little bit many. But I cannot say exactly this is the number that was brought. But when they came, they put them all together.
So
they were all there until they were taken out and released.
Mr. Jallow, sorry, was the cell overcrowded with the amount of detainees they put in at that particular time?
Ko watola fo mo nanga mo me yake ikake ho selo nyin kono fa ka siale bang fa kan lal na tambi.
Selo kunga fo nyameng selo nyin special cell dealer because it almost detainee solid.
Well, the cell, just as I told you, they were allocated a special cell because they were detainees.
So ibajala ko itol beke nyokan jele.
You realize that all of them were put in together.
So nyindongol minialon ko convictol lem.
So these other ones who were convicts,
ye wolle ke nyokan.
They put them together.
Wolle siyata non demanding.
They were a little bit many.
Wol overcrowded taleno.
Those were overcrowded.
Nyindongol wolbe position of minto nung ye fenkele. Ye jele occupy.
So where they were, that is where these detainees occupied.
Ndafala know exactly whether it was overcrowded or it's not overcrowded because I cannot
say whether it was overcrowded or not because it's been a long time. If it is not for this questioning that you are now doing here, in fact I had already forgotten about it.
Thank you. Can you tell us whether they were sealed or they were allowed rest time?
Oh, nyimol ni briye na raja. Fo isa fo nonye. Fo kabriye dundi siyelo kono. Fo ye sile bang. Fo wa ika wato di la puri be fin la wato mena ka fo alte fo nyondi ndomandi.
Inata wato mena kutake de buka funtinu.
When they arrived newly, they usually never went out.
Because ila odal minu kananu.
Because of the orders that came.
Because awato nyi meta bakale. Bari biri nata de.
The time has been a long time, but when they came, within that period, they did not have a rest.
Thank you. You also told us that at some point you worked in the Joshuan prison.
Yes.
Can you tell us if you're aware whether detainees were also brought to that prison?
When the detainees started going to Joshuan was not a long time.
Because
those that they brought there were convicts and they were soldiers.
Well, yes, Bomba Dinka.
Yes, I know Bomba Dinka.
Can you tell this commission what you know about it?
Bomba Dinka mu dinkiral di separate cell lem.
Bomba Dinka is a place, a separate cell.
Aba fangoyele.
It's on its own.
Cellol lebije.
There are cells there.
Aning main cellol mankilia.
It's not the same with the main cells.
Individual cell lem.
These were individual cells.
Just like security wing Benyame.
Just as the way the security wing is.
Just like number 1 security wing Benyame.
Just like the way number 1 security wing is like.
Just like number 4 security wing Benyame.
And just like number 4 security wing.
J is a separate cell.
That place is a separate cell.
Jamfata prisoner lale.
It is far off from these other prisoners.
Aba fangole.
It is on its own.
Bomba Dinka.
That is the place they call Bomba Dinka. That is what I know about it.
And where is Bomba Dinka found? In the prison service?
Prison kaso bungol be kono. Bomba Dinka abe mintole.
Abe Joshua prisons le.
It's in Joshua prisons.
And what are the conditions of Bomba Dinka?
Bomba Dinka aje alhalo be nyaadi le.
Konga fale nyamen dron cellol separate cellol lem.
Just as I told you, the cells are separate cells.
Wala nanga sampulota confinement number 1 la.
That was why I gave you an example of confinement number 1.
Can you please describe the cell for us?
Celo nyina lo nyanyi ala lo nyanyi fo sa fono nyabe nyaadi le ba.
Celo nyin lotal ko nyin tabulo be nyame.
The cell is positioned just as this table is like.
Ay bunda soto.
There is a door.
Neo bunda yele.
If you open that door,
ibe celo soto la jang.
You have a cell on your left.
Ye cell do soto jang.
Another one in the middle.
Ye do soto jang.
Another one on the right.
Ye do soto jang.
And the other one this side.
Then ye do soto jang.
And the other one next to it.
Bomba Dinka be wala nyame.
That is the way Bomba Dinka is structured.
Is it well ventilated?
Celo nying fo nyonying ay fo nyodum dal soto le ba nyama ba.
Bomba Dinka ala palantero ala nying front fenko womu giria solete nying ironol lem Joshua irons.
The window
Joshua irons.
The window there is what they call the Joshua irons.
Wolle be anyati lingola.
That is what is facing it.
Ala nyim bunda ba.
The main door.
Wo ay huole soto.
There is a hole.
Ala koma.
Behind it.
It
also has a hole behind. There are other doors. The last time I was there, what we call Joshua Iron, that was what was on the door. I do not know whether that is still in place today, whether it's been taken away, and the other doors were hinged. But the windows were small. But the four side corners, there are irons. That is the way Bomba Dinka is.
Can you tell us the sleeping condition that exists in Bomba Dinka?
Bomba Dinka is yellow in kono je. Je la nyanying abenyadi le ladula.
Bomba Dinka ala ladula ye slap o leke je.
Well, the sleeping place has a slab.
Slap o lebeter la je.
The slab.
Ye babaro la kang.
You have a wood placed over it, a plank.
So, at
that time, if someone is parked there, that's where they take you to. They will issue your blanket, and that's where you will be. And that is what you are going to spread on the plank, and that's where you be. The cell is not big. It's very small.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jallow. So now I'll take you back to mile 2.
Mile 2 kaso bumbado sila.
At the main yard.
Walem salibate konoti.
Which is where you have spent most of your service life.
Karila do ko nyi wicho nyimbe kono ya jama beke waleto.
Can you tell us about the conditions that exist at main yard in mile 2 central prisons?
Mile 2 kaso bumbado jela salban nying ala je alhalo be nyadi le.
Mile 2 de wati tambita nung.
Well, mile 2, there was time pass.
Mo overseata nunje.
There was overcrowding there. There were many people in mile 2.
When you talk about overcrowding, we would like you to explain better. What is the capacity of the main yard in mile 2?
Mile 2 jela usalba nying. Anyana ka mo hapo jeleta.
Mote mile 2 means afoko mile 2 nyanta nyinetala.
There is no one in mile 2 who can tell you the capacity of mile 2.
Mile 2 man capacity soto.
Mile 2 has no capacity.
Innata mantu fengo fenna fonga tonyafo.
If we are here and the only purpose is for us to speak the truth,
mile 2 overcrowded anumbakele.
Then mile 2 was overcrowded. We were the ones inside the yard.
Wallahi ning nata komisal fe night duty.
To God, for instance, if we came for night duties, if I open the door to the cell,
hit from min control taki.
The heat that comes out of the cell.
What of fanati
in mile 2.
Within number 1.
Since from number 1
to number 6.
To number 6.
Number 1, 2, 3.
Number 1, 2, 3. They weren't big cells.
Small cells.
They were small cells.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Half number 6.
And number 6. These were the big cells.
So, Mr. Jallow, the way you're explaining it, it's like the cell was so overcrowded that inmates might even have to sleep on top of each other.
Mr. Jallow, ile sataro ika sata nyamenteng. Amulun tam fele ko. Hadama dingon yiriko membe selo nyin kono waye tandile ko hani ladula ni suwo kura pour yesino fo si la nyokan e pour ye lano yesino.
Ibuke lano minimum palaso soto.
They don't always are able to sleep. Those who don't have space. As I am speaking here, there are others there who are listening to me. There has been many pardons, and therefore many people went home, but there are still people who are there. And even those that left the prisons, what I'm saying, they are hearing it. Those that used to come there were times they would not have space where to lie on.
We find it very tough.
When we came for night duties, we find it very tough. They'll sit down watching television.
There will be no problem on that.
There will be no problem. But when it's time now to go to bed,
complaint upon complaint.
You hear complaints upon complaints. Complaints upon complaints.
Because I insist,
you talk until you're tired. Because you see some prisoners, a prisoner who will come and insist that they will take some prisoner's space. Because the person has nowhere to be.
I say.
You cannot allow the person to go home. You cannot take the person outside.
So it was so congested.
So,
Mr. Jallow, can you tell this commission how the prisoners used to sleep since it was overcrowded?
Silam, Mr. Jallow, silam fo isa fono nying commission e jang. Prisoner membe kasoro jebe sorondinje worsa e kasino nyaadi le kela nyaadi le sino.
Those that had space, they used to take one another and create space for one another. Those that do not have space, some of them just sit down for the entire night until daybreak. Sometimes when the cells are completely filled, some go and sit inside the toilet. I witnessed that. Officer in charge. Some climb up.
Thank you, Mr. Jallow. So you're telling this commission that the prisons during the periods of 1994 to January 2007, there were particular times.
2017.
2017. Thank you.
Can you go back with the question?
You're telling this commission that during the periods, some periods during the 1994 to January 2017.
Ako ilafta fola commission e jango kabirin January karo July karo 1994 katafo de January karo 2017.
cells at times would be so overcrowded that some prisoners would have to sit down to sleep.
Selol ka fale fo tembe da wato do kasolan kol membe selo kono je bu kala la so fo ka sile pour yesino.
Wala be kerenu.
Yes, that was what existed then.
Some would have to stand most of the night to sleep.
Lol galo esin kolomo la fo fano ke yesi pour casino.
Ani ibuka lode ikasile.
They never stood, they would sit.
Ite lola no ite olo kumbana no ikasile.
They cannot stand the whole night, they will have to sit.
Ni minka be lola.
Anyone that,
soto nyawnya ni ko be lola dro ini molbe walilal.
if you wanted to stand, you will have problem with people.
Because molte laring ite loring.
Because people will not be lying down and you will be standing.
Ba fole le si.
They will ask you to sit down.
So ite fongote sonna kallo.
You will not even accept to stand.
Ikasile fo fano ke minimum palaso so.
So those that don't have space usually sit until daybreak.
Mini alon ko man palaso soto nu.
Those who did not have space then,
Ni fano keta somanda.
when day breaks,
Dol fundita itata outside labor.
and some went out for outside labor
Because ikela sponjol be lampide.
because they used to fold all their mattresses.
So wolsina yela.
Those will now come and sleep.
Jama casino nu wala nyama.
And that is the time that many of them used to sleep.
Thank you for that clarification.
Barkailo senandi roto.
And I also just wanted to get to the point that some even had to sleep in the toilets, even though they were very dirty and smelly.
Munda nyawnya nyimbina fudan la dingiraro wala nyindi jela fa dali halo kamma dol katela kamolto andu nyawnya nyarande nyaw je katara norinne abe salteri nyawnya bari dol katela kamodo jel.
Tonyalem kamode jete seneyala no.
It's true, well, for the toilet, it can never be clean.
Although ika take care
Although they used to take care of it,
kaku omola,
they used to cleanse it with omo.
kaku sebutola.
They also use ash to
Because
clean
anakibata
it
selola le.
because it's very close to the cell.
So ibajela ko pompo bijele mi alon ko ila bathroom auto.
There is a pump in the bathroom.
So je katara seneyali ne.
That place used to be clean.
Nu ika brush le fane ka brosota ka susa.
And they take with a brush and they try to scrub it.
So wale ati na jama ka wakili ka sije.
And that is why some people used to just take it upon them to sleep there.
Kamo mote sabatila no kamoto.
But no one can live in a toilet.
Kamoto mose sabatino je wati dantan duranella.
A human being can only be there for a little while.
So nyine mu problem oti no bari.
This was the problem then.
Kamoto le dol katara santo.
Some used to be at the toilet, some used to be up.
Because ni sino dunta mola.
Because when someone is sleepy,
hani ngofo jita dulato do be sino lal.
wherever you find yourself, you sleep.
Thank you for clarifying the issues of the overcrowding in the cells.
Barkailo senandi roto kasonyin na detola mohadama dingo kam la kuwo kamma.
Mr. Jallow, I would now like us to talk about the food conditions
Silambela flanga dia mu fannala memu domoro la karoti.
at the Mile 2 prisons.
Kasibungoto.
And being the officer in charge,
Ke officer de memu yalanko ita marata kuola.
you would always see the food that was cooked and served to the prisoners. Is that correct?
Wato be domoro men kata be nyin kasolan kole niya tabi janni ba dile la ikaje la fotonyala.
Akamim foteng.
What she's saying like this,
Lafta jele senendila.
I want to make a clarification.
Tabiro la karola.
On the side of the food,
Prisoner ye min dila.
the prisoners, what they give them
Ka wala tabi.
is what they cook.
Bari ni tabiroke.
But after they did the cooking,
Itol fangala kana muri ka complain.
they would be the ones in turn to start complaining
Ka fo domoro mambetea.
that the food wasn't good.
Sorry, Mr. Jallow, I will get to that in a minute.
Ko be
We're
futala
taking
jele.
it step by step.
Mbida kang ni simval.
Initially, I want you to clarify to this commission that the food that is served to the inmates
Ako follow lafta men senande ja wala nyindi ko domoro men kadi kasolan kola.
is and was seen by you on a daily basis before they were served.
Lungolu nin tabiro keda fo abanta ya jindi dimbato janni ba dila kasolan kola nyaka lo akanda foto nyande.
Dobi jen kaje le bari dobi jen bukaje. Because
Sometimes I see it, at other times I don't.
because ninna jiwato sita kontongo mambang.
Because when it's my time to close work and the lunch is not yet ready,
Nka fili jele ntangata.
I leave it and go my way.
Other officer in charge will take over.
The next officer in charge will take over. But for instance, if the cooking was done and the food was ready on time, early, we opened the mess boys out so that they could go and collect their lunch. After they picked up their lunch, they used to come and now distribute it amongst them. We used to sit. We sit at the veranda of our office. They take their bowls and they eat. Some join.
Mr. Jallow, I think you're going ahead of me. Like I said, let's take it step by step, please.
Okay.
I want the commission to understand. You being an officer and in charge of prisoners, you are aware and you see the food that is served to the prisoners. Is that correct?
Yes, I used to see it.
Thank you. And you see the quality and the quantity that is given to the prisoners. Is that correct?
Yes, I used to see it.
Because we've already received evidence before this commission on the type of food that is served to the prisoners.
Yes.
We know that they receive pap mostly in the morning.
Yes.
We know that they have rice during the day.
Yes.
We know that they have what they call the chere, either dry or wet at night.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. So what I want you to tell this commission today is that food of a quality that an individual should be eating on a daily basis?
Silang left a yol to for mole jang o domoro ni ngai mem domor sifa sabol mem fu jam fonteng fo dom akake domor de melon ko domor kendo lambam hanama dinga nyanna kamendi hadama dinga aya domo bang
domoro de definitely is very poor.
Well, the food definitely was very poor.
Because na manke konkoti.
If it is not because of hunger, if it were me, I wouldn't eat it. Some used to eat it, but some refused to eat it because the food has no quality.
Thank you. We have also received evidence before this commission that because of the poor quality of the food and the malnutrition, there have been prisoners who have suffered certain diseases in the prison. Is that correct?
Andunga seri andiro fana sura nyin komison nyati ngola jan domoro nyin na kende ya balia ni domoro nyin na kati balia kamal dol beje niya domo ikana kurang sura domoro nyin domoro kola fo fana muto nyalde.
Yes.
Can you please tell this commission about the disease that was suffered by the prisoners?
Isi infono commission le niyo domoro nyin domo fa pareta ikana mun kuran sifale soto mun kuran sifale kana le ikang
domoro kiline bi jemi alon ko wo official fongo be jakalindi le prisoner jakalindi.
There is one particular food which surprises the prisoners as well as the officers.
Mo bele o kurangolong.
Everyone knows that disease.
Kafa biribiri.
It's called beriberi.
Beriberi mu feneti na e mari muta.
When you contract beriberi, if you press on your foot, there is a dent in. Before the skin rises up again,
some seconds or some minutes
it takes some seconds or some minutes. In fact, if it is family established in you, it takes a long time. Whenever we see someone whose feet were swollen, on many occasions, you are told that you contracted beriberi. The Prisoners themselves will tell you.
The
officers will tell you, but your feet are swelling, you have beriberi. If you have not hidden it,
yeah, it at a clinic auto.
And you went to the clinic,
a tablet
there is a particular tablet which, if they give it to you, and you drink it, you used to urinate,
exercise,
you perform some exercises, and by that it gets out of your system. But if you don't do those, you have not taken the medicine, and you don't perform any exercises, if it gradually climbs up your body, if you are not lucky, it could kill you.
Thank you very much for that information. I would also like to ask you, are there any other conditions that exist in Mile 2 prisons that affect prisoners and cause other illnesses to them?
Ninga bota yin kolea kudol men fojam fo kolea kudol fanan beje me alongo aka yin kasotan kol ake batandi baka menga na sababu kurang soto la koteke bang kasoto jeto bang.
Yes,
yalong Mile 2 mu dinkiramente asumuyata bakele.
You know, the kind of place Mile 2 is, it's very cold. And we've been there for some time. If you sleep on the floor, you could swell. And you'll be diagnosed as having beriberi. And you'll be prescribed medicines for beriberi. When in fact, it is not beriberi. That too used to disturb them.
So can you tell us what disease they would be suffering then, if it's not beriberi?
Oronio alhala ye kasuram koja yo alhala sifa soto. For sa fono commission sa oro sa ni aramanka kuram bala manke beriberi. Mun kuran sifa la ka finta bala.
O kuran sifa aka sumuya kuran alti pneumonia.
That is disease that is contracted as a result of cold, which is called pneumonia.
Pneumonia cause.
Pneumonia causes that. And they will complain of pains on their legs. Sides are paining.
So
that also causes it.
Through experience.
Through experience. Because we are there together with them. And we are the ones that get their complaints. And that is where also we assist them. Sometimes we buy medicines for others. But it's just like the prisoners, they don't praise anyone. Whatever you did for a prisoner, except you tell the person, here is the way home. For them, you've done nothing for them. Because there are people who buy medicines for them. Especially now. Now people buy medicines for them.
Because
not long ago, someone bought a spectacle for a prisoner, Baba Galle Jallow.
By then I was the chief officer.
Mr. Jallow, we will get to those issues later. We just want to establish the sicknesses or diseases that affect prisoners at Mile 2.
Lafta fundamental londila ron ka long mun kasoton ko mun kuran sifa nya de le ka boy kanje ni be kasoro je wato la.
And so far you have told us about 2.
And science kuran sifa fula yo la fanye.
These are the 2 that I know, and they are the ones I can talk about.
Is there another disease that affects their eyes?
Fo kuran do fana be jelba menke nyal kolea di nyala ba.
Molka complain nyala bari
people complain about their eyes. Some complain about some complain about eye pain, and they used to go to the clinic. But the diseases that I know about, which give us worry there, was this pneumonia and this beriberi. These are the ones we are aware of. If you are not a doctor, You cannot say that such person has a particular disease. It's only when people are very suspicious that in fact it is a particular disease. Because when you contract it and you go to the hospital, and the doctor says it's beriberi, you cannot deny that it's not beriberi. Tomorrow, if you see someone in that same condition, you will tell the person that you have contracted beriberi. So in that situation, all of us became doctors. So when anyone that sees anyone swollen, you tell the person you have beriberi. And there are other ailments that make someone swell. But beriberi and this pneumonia, that was rampant there. Pneumonia was as a result of sleeping on the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Jallow.
Baraka, Mr. Jallow.
Can you tell this commission how many prisoners you're aware of that have gone blind while serving time in Mile 2?
Isa fono nyin commission we itela londo do yemel long kaso lan ko jelle tata je tata ila kaso la kan inata na inyal nata na finki
hani nene man ben wo fe.
I never witnessed that.
Nkam mol jele ka fo ko nyakandimi.
I say people who would say that they have pain in their eyes.
Say samba eye clinic.
They will take you to the eye clinic. But to say that someone suffered eye problems to the extent of getting blind, it could be, but I'm not aware since there were many prisoners. Because there were many cells. But I never came across that. And nobody ever complained such to me, that someone has gotten blind. I'm not saying it never happened, but I was never aware of it.
Thank you, Mr. Jallow, for that. At this point, I'd like to talk about the medical procedures and treatments given to prisoners.
Silam bela fla kachala men wala silo la men kata ka jaralo bundala ni borol ni men ka di kasoran kol ka di la nyame.
Sorry, 1 minute, Mr. Jallow. Mr. Chair, if I'm permitted, I only have a few more questions for the witness. So with permission, may I proceed, because I know it's actually break time now.
Yes, please proceed, Counsel.
Can you tell us about the medical procedure?
Jaralo bunda prisino kasoro je jaralo bunda ka nyadi le boror
jente jamfala woto bake.
I would not be able to talk much about that,
because womu medical side led,
because that is on the side of the medics, because I have not learned that. But at the time that I was there, and the prisoners are listening to me, those that are in the yard,
in the morning
when I come in the morning, my officers, I used to tell them to write the sick report. After they've written the sick report, sometimes I used to gather them together and take them to the clinic. I did that several times. It is up to the medics. When they prescribe medicines for them, and if you have someone outside who could buy it for you, the person would buy it for you. If it is there, the medics will give it to you, because it is there for you. But there are other issues of theirs. It is only the medics who could.
We are just escorting officers.
Talk much about that. For us, we were just escorting officers.
You complain or dealer?
They give you a complaint.
You complain forward.
You forward the complaint. Your junior comes and tells you there is a particular prisoner lying in his or her cell. If, for instance, the person is tired, sometimes the fellow inmates, they would assist the individual, and you would escort the individual to the clinic. If it is necessary for a referral, they will refer the particular person. If the person is referred,
sifto mimbe duties la.
the shift that is on duty
Ole bala mol sen naje.
would send its officers there
Yetara guard la je.
to be on guard there.
Shift donata.
When another shift takes over,
Ole tela mol jindi.
those will go there and replace those ones on
Nite
guard.
fanan take over ta.
If you take over,
Fanan dole bine jindi la.
someone else will come also and take over from you.
Mimbe je somanda.
The one that would be there in the morning,
Ole be mi la je ole ba jindi la.
that is the one who spent the night there, is the
Medical
one,
side la,
is the one who is going to replace that person. On the side of the medics, this is what I know.
Thank you, Mr. Jallow.
Abarka.
When you escort a prisoner
Prisoner danda.
to the medic,
Ya samba jaral dingirado.
do they always have medication to provide for the prisoner?
Fo wato be jaral dingira nying ika boro sorol ba be bendi la kasoran kola ba.
Dobi je ika sotole, but dobi je abuka soto fereng.
Sometimes they used to get, but other times they don't have at all.
Fanan ka supply ota dinkiral leto.
We also take supplies from a particular place.
So niata misal fe supply o banta.
For instance, if the supply is exhausted,
Andung imanta supply o kama follow.
and a new stock has not been brought in,
Because Janni ba sotola dobi je they find it very tough. Alabe se de aringala.
and sometimes before they get the supplies, they find it very tough. God is a witness.
Thank you. That is what I wanted you to clarify, that
Baraka,
the
lafta yewol
medication is not always available for the prisoners.
Ko boro ni wato be amanke ni wato be boro be katra sotorin je loptano ni to jaral dingirado.
Thank you. Another issue that I want you to clarify for the Commission is that are prisoners always given permit to get outside treatment when it's necessary, like being referred to a hospital?
Lafta dingirado men fana senade wala nyinde fo kasoton kol nying fo wato be ni sulo nata ika silo dilal ban pour yeta jaralo soto bantala na sulo nata.
Dolbi je wol ka sotole.
There were some who used to get that,
But dolbi je wol bu ka soto.
but there were others who don't have that.
Thank you.
Baraka.
At this point, I would like us to talk about the deaths of prisoners that occurred in prison.
Sila nying sa embe lafla nga kacha fanna mena wala nyinde ko mo men faro fa men ka soto kaso nyindo je lafta nga o fanna le kacha.
Can you tell this Commission
Ko sa fono nyin commission
how prisoners are dealt with when they die in prison?
kasoton kol nying ni tara fo mo fata je ka mari nyi mara nyaadi le.
Jena London dingo mindin na woto.
My little knowledge that I have gathered from there,
Afata kaso kono
whether someone dies inside a cell
afata lopitano to
or whether they die in a hospital,
natra afata kasole kono.
if at all the person died in prison,
Na medical le ka wuli kala kol topoto.
it is our medics who take care of the person
Ba wolle medical.
since they are the medics.
Niata abe l'hôpital ne.
If at all the person is at the hospital
Na banta je
and died there,
na official ka katale death certificate nati.
our officers try to bring the death certificate
Ya itandala officer in charge la ko kari bantale.
to present to the officer in charge, indicating that so-and-so prisoner has died.
Yen information o e pass wo nyama ka fo kari bantale.
And that is the manner in which the information is passed to say that so-and-so person has died.
Yen command ya kalamuta.
So that the command is aware,
Medical e wuli yela do goke.
the medics will get up and perform their duties.
Ngawo sede ale andu ngawo jele.
I witnessed that. I saw that.
Mr. Jallow, we have received evidence here that inmates are usually locked up from 7 till 7 in the morning. Is that correct?
Nga kibaro fana soro jang ko kasoton kol wato do e dol soron ne kabutala woro wala somanda fo tala woro wala wuraro fo mto nyaldi ba.
Yalong kaso procedure minti.
Well, the procedure of the prison,
Ne acto jube.
if you look at the act,
7 o'clock nyanta prisoner better la konotol.
7 o'clock should find all prisoners in their cells.
All movement will be ceased.
All movements will cease.
But yalong dinkira o dinkira.
But you know, in any place,
Ika mol soto le mini yalong ko lan na mollem.
there are people that you trust.
Kamol soto le mini yalong ko na red banol lem.
There are people who are our red bands.
Cross prisoners.
They are trusted prisoners.
Well, isitano dula jangoto kasola area to je.
They could go to the length and breadth of the prison, within the prison.
Isitano garden auto.
They could go to the garden.
Garden guard olti.
They used to be the garden guards.
Jibondirol keje.
The water there.
Official makoi.
To assist the officers.
Mimbe mararing gardinola.
The one in charge of the garden.
O atara atelebe wanyoto.
At that time, he would be in the kitchen. Those would be the last ones to go in.
7 o'clock,
but by 7 o'clock, every prisoner should be inside the cell.
Thank you, Mr. Jallow.
And if you are also bringing a prisoner outside, it has to be 7 o'clock.
Because before 7.
Because if you bring them out before 7, if, for instance, something happens to that prisoner, they will refer you back to the act. They will ask you, why did you bring this guy outside even before the prescribed time? That is why when it is 7 o'clock, all prisoners get in. That is within the rules of the prison system. Every place has its own rights.
Standing order kasotole.
There are standing orders, which was brought about by our seniors who sat down and decided that this is what ought to happen. This ought not to happen. Whatever is good is what has to happen. That which is not good, that should not happen. If it happens, it would be you responsible for doing it, but it should not have been done. Is what I know.
Thank you, Mr. Jallow, for that explanation. The simple answer to my question then is yes. Prisoners are taken in at 7 and taken out at 7.
Kasurankol ke dundi 7 nyana tare dunda andu 7 so mandala fanang sifindindino wala na jabiro ni wala muhadi war
ngalonne wala nanka bambandaye.
Yes, I know it. I was just emphasizing it for you.
Bawo na do ko lam so wala nan lafta itandilala manke ko mba so kanne.
It's my work. That is why I want to explain it to you. Not that I am arguing with you.
Maybe ite wolon ne bari doma wolong.
Maybe you know that, but there are others who don't know.
Thank you very much. So my next question on that was going to be that if an inmate died, a prisoner died during the night in the cell, how is that situation handled? Can you explain to the Commission?
Nintara for all halato, me alon ko kasoron ko fata sudo silanga be selo kono alka o ko nyin al halon alka mutanya dile
ni mo fata selo kono suto.
If someone died in the cell in the night,
nyindo ko momo nala area lem.
This work, everyone has their own area of activity.
Kaso kono jama bi je mo kaso to le mi alon ko wole fanam bekela nyin dolla ke bati.
In the prison, mostly there is one amongst others who usually is their head.
Suddenly,
if, let's say, the person suddenly dies,
the locking up officer commandilal.
They will call the locking up officer. For instance, if it is 2 o'clock,
the locking up officer is there to oversee all the problems.
The locking up officer is there to oversee all the problems. He collects the keys
after taking over at night.
After taking over at night,
I save key. You
will put all the keys into the safe.
Emergency key bondi the officer in charge.
He will take the emergency key and hand it over to the officer in charge.
The main store key
but he will go home with the main store key.
Is not emergency.
But that key, if at all it is not an emergency,
because
Because they used to sow it. They used to sow it and they just let a little tip of it out. If you should remove that key from that pouch without a situation which is deemed to be an emergency situation,
explain how and why.
You will explain how and why.
So that prison, I mean, Banta, locking up officer in charge, be locking up commandila, locking up room.
Officer in charge will call the officer in charge at the locking up room. He will come.
After a medical fanang inform.
At that time, they would have informed the medics.
Will be ibena.
All of them will come.
They open the cell.
They will open the cell. The prisoners will assist them. They will remove the cups to the clinic before day breaks. If we're told there is an ambulance or a vehicle,
hospital,
they will take the person to the hospital, to the mortuary.
Then from there, communication will be done.
From there, communication will be done.
The man in charge
will
make a call. He start to inform the authorities.
And begin to inform the authorities.
This is what I know.
This is what I know.
Has there been any particular time where a dead prisoner has had to stay in the cells till morning before taken out?
For what in sort of that jail bound, more if I sail kono and we muffin in the sail kono. For no keta.
Yes, that what once happened.
Thank you very much for that information. At this point, I would like you to tell us about your detention and being detained at the remand wing for 22 days.
Silang nyimfanna lafta ka men kacaja wala mu ita fan kundingo ye muto men kela ye sindi detention ye detain tilimuang nimfulo.
Until detention I started daming.
Where my detention started,
I
was given an assignment. At that time, my right hand was paining me because some of us have been in mile 2 for a long time. That time, operations traveled. He went on a mission.
One boy bijeka solo manga.
There was one boy called Solo Manga.
Nata interloring fenkoto. Na falling blood. Parade ground.
He came and found me standing at our parade ground.
TTC Balaje.
Besides TCC.
Anata akonye mbitang.
He came to me and said to me, my in-law.
Konye mako DG ko ni mobile lebe confinement ni mamfunti.
He said to me, help me, please, because the DG said that if there are mobiles in confinement and they are not brought out,
I will have a problem.
I will have a problem. Please, let's go so that you could help me. We used to go with the recruits.
You
lead them.
By then he was a superintendent.
He was my junior. But he was my boss. I seniored him in the service, but he seniored me by rank. And we were together. He begged me, I told him my hand is paining me. He said, are you not happy with me being operations? I said, no, it's not that. It's just that my hand is paining me. He said, please help me.
Okay, no problem. Let's go.
I said to him, okay, no problem, let's go.
We went to security wing.
And we separated. I went with one group. Others went with other group.
It was number 5 BJ, number 4 BJ, number 7 BJ, number 1 BJ.
There was number 5, number 4, number 7, number 1.
Mr. Jallow, if I may just take you through your statement of what was said.
Koning asi murundi koma koma ila kibaroto ye kuma kangoto ye mendi membe saferoto ye memfojeto.
It is correct that you went to conduct a search.
Wanyala mi dal data kisikiziro la dingira nyindo.
Yes.
And in conducting this search, mobile phones were found.
Yes.
And at some point you were accused that you had taken one of the mobile phones. And you were also asked to testify against some of the other officers that they also found mobile phones.
Sorry.
But then you did not testify against them.
No, I'm sorry. Let me clarify that portion.
Go ahead.
Okay. Bring a search, okay? After we conducted the search, members of my group,
Umar Mane, P.O. Mane,
I was there with him. He took a hoe and he was digging around. By God's grace, we found a polythene bag. Mane took it out.
Moved some inch.
At that time, I had moved some inches. He called me and said, the mobiles that we are looking for are here.
Let me consult the most senior man on the ground.
I told him, let me consult the most senior man on the ground.
By then, I was an inspector.
By then, I was an inspector.
SPO Ba Kumandi, what SPO?
I called SPO Ba because at the time he was SPO. He came and I showed them to him.
He told me, okay, let me consult the most senior man on the ground.
He told me, okay, let me consult the most senior man on the ground.
ASP Ablai Bojang Kumandi.
He called ASP Ablai Bojang.
Noah Dabo was there.
Noah Dabo was there.
Famarasane was there.
Famarasane was there.
Modsar was there.
Modsar was there. So we all converged there. I picked up the polythene bag. I tore it. I stuck in my left hand and brought out 2 phones. I gave one to Noah Dabo. I held on to one. The one that I held,
I can fully remember the battery cover.
I can fully remember its battery cover was sellotaped. But it's my right hand that was spinning. The finger. So I removed the sellotape on the cover of the battery.
Confirm whether there is any SIM or not.
I wanted to remove the battery to confirm whether there was any SIM or not. Abulai snatched the phone from my hand. And he injured me along the process. Some people told him, this man's son is spinning, you are injuring him. He went with the phone. The one with Noah was the one that we confirmed, and we found an official SIM card in it. After some time, he came back.
Whether there is any SIM.
We asked him if there was any SIM. He said there was no SIM.
And from there, a phone will hand over chief office.
Then from there, we handed over the phones to the chief office.
What was Chief Sar lemu chief?
That time, Chief Sar was the chief. I used to assist him with the distributions in the morning.
Together with SPO Ba.
Together with SPO Ba.
What was SPO lemati?
At that time, it was SPO.
So after, your phone will be hand over Chief Sarla.
They took the phones and handed them over to Chief Sar.
Chief Sar ya hand over another senior man la wole asamba director ya David Colley.
Chief Sar handed it to another senior officer, who then handed them over to the DG David Colley.
So we be for few days.
So we were there until after a few days.
Atambulo saying abendimikan no good no bad.
My hand was paining severely.
Nata mile 2 to continent and Tata Lopitan.
I came to mile 2 and I proceeded to the hospital.
What in a hospital nada drombulo be eating?
I came from the hospital and my hand was swollen.
Chief Sar Yenje.
Chief Sar saw me.
CSP Modlamin Mane Yenje.
CSP Modlamin Mane saw me.
When you go ite bulo beteng ikanajan. Say.
He told me, your hand is in this condition and yet you are coming here. Go home. I said, no, I came to look for medicine. I cannot just sit like that without medicine.
That was inside the main yard.
That was inside the main yard. I went outside like that, going out.
Former headquarters.
I went until I was nearly at our former headquarters.
One boy began ex-prison of Salem.
There was one boy, an ex-prison officer. May God have mercy on him. He came there at that time.
From Holygam.
From Holygam. He said that all of you should go and answer. Behold, that case was moved forward to Holygam. So we went to Holygam. We gave our statements. What transpired, we explained. Everyone is saying we saw Ablai snatch the phone from Jombo's hands. I also said he took it from my hand and went with it. So we went and gave those statements. I was there until after my hand became better.
A call received from Justice.
We were there and suddenly we got a call from the Justice Department. If I have not forgotten, I think it was Ablai Mikhail who was there. That we should go and answer. We went there and he asked us. He removed all of our statements.
This case is under court.
He said to me, this case is under court.
Banjul Magistrate Court.
At the Banjul Magistrate's Court.
You are going to testify.
He said to me, you are going to testify.
Okay, no problem. What I know, that's what I'm going to say.
I said to him, no problem. What I know is what I will say. So we went. Since that day, I never had peace again.
They trapped me.
They trapped me.
Testify against officer.
Because I was going to testify against other officers. But I did not report the case to Holygam. I did my duties.
The Director General case ni Samba Holygam.
The Director General was the one who took the case to Holygam. So now the thing has now turned against them. Who was there? Who were accused?
Solomanga was accused.
Solomanga was accused.
Ablai Bojang was accused.
Ablai Bojang was accused.
Do Ablai Bojang Solomanga wolente force kadung wo diamokono.
And Ablai Manga was the one that forced me to get into that issue.
I will not go there.
Because at that time my hand was paining me. If not that, I wouldn't have gone there.
There was a time to live in Yoka.
But there was a time we were living together. My room was here. He was here. We used to sit down and chat, and we were beneficial to each other. That was why I went there. So they arrested them and took them to Holygam. I went home. They were there for some time. One day they called me that I should report to court.
DPP Jombo, you are number one witness.
DPP stood and said to me, Jombo, you are number one witness.
Because of everybody is saying that we have seen this man snatch the phone from your hand.
Because everyone is saying that we have seen this man snatch the phone from your hand.
But he take it from me.
So you are going to say that he took it from you.
Okay, no problem.
I said, okay, no problem. So I was the only one that testified. They asked me and I narrated everything. So they asked me whether I had any problems with these people. I said, no, we have no problems.
After for few days,
I was there after a few days. They called me again to be cross-examined. I went and did that cross-examination. The lady asked me everything she should ask me. That is their lawyer.
After
when I was done, I went. Since that day, I never had peace anymore. They trapped me.
So now get to the point of what happened until you were arrested and detained.
Yes. So
tamata aketa nyadile hanufo inatete mutalumeng.
What happened until I was arrested?
Because By then, among the inspectors,
Because by then, among the inspectors, there was only one person who was my senior.
That was SPO Kalilu Sane.
That was SPO Kalilu Sane.
By then he was SPO.
By then he was SPO.
Apart from Ate.
Apart from him, I senior the rest of them.
Okay. Mbije.
We were there.
Yen roster shift kono. They put me in shift.
They put me on a shift.
Yes, they go and discuss. They say now, when we want to get this man, let us put him in the shift.
They went and discussed and said, to get this man, we should put him in a shift.
Whereby any fallacious error.
Mr. Witness, you want to speak English now?
Mistake wrong.
So that whatever mistake happens anywhere, we can use that now to get him.
Office.
They called me to the office. And they told me, now you are in the shift.
But that is not normal.
But everybody knew that that wasn't normal.
Because service is rank and number.
Because service is rank and number.
You cannot put me in a place whilst my juniors are there.
You cannot put me in a place whilst my juniors are there.
Those people should be at the shift.
Those people should be at the shift.
But
they picked us and put us there.
No problem. It's part of the job.
I said to them, no problem. It is part of the job.
Whenever you serve 3 months, we take you out.
They said to me, yes, whenever you serve 3 months, we will take you out.
Because maybe before that 3 months, they will get me.
They were sure that perhaps before the 3 months, they will get me.
And the NUA also was part of that searching.
At that time, NUA was there.
So
So I was there with NUA and others. We were there together.
So
they put me in the shift. I performed my morning duties.
But
people used to come and tell us, but I don't understand what is happening. How can they handpick you to perform the duties when you in the shift, when you have your genius? I said to them, there is no problem. I performed my morning duties and completed.
Night duty.
I performed my night duties.
Night duty another Sunday, Monday.
When I completed the night duty, which was on a Sunday, night duties, the following day, Sunday.
One night duty by then, one night duty, almost 6 lenata duties la. More war.
At that time, the 6 of us came for night duties.
More 6 lebembulu.
I had 6 people. Excuse me. I was the 7th.
Almost 7.
Those 7 people.
Post main gate bundat.
I posted one at the main gate.
That night. Adama.
Him alone.
I post 2 at the remand wing.
I posted 2 at the remand wing.
I post 1 at the gate lodge.
I posted 1 at the gate lodge.
I posted 1 at the class 1.
I posted 1 at the class 1.
I post another one class 2.
I posted another one class 2.
The matter as a patrolling officer.
I was alone inside as a patrolling officer. We were there until daybreak. I went outside to look for someone.
Officer follow me report and nga grip nga fight tawasanto isagense personal fundindino before saving kukol ninyi mo kotengol isagese doko keno.
I said that the first person that will report to work, I'll capitalize on that person and send him up the tower so that the cooks and the others could be able to do their jobs and the prisoners can able to come out.
Because hospital kasoto like court kasoto so ni meyele because of manghan soto abdilians binale.
Because there were people going to court, there were some going to the hospital. So if I did not open them and I did not have assistance, the delay was going to be considerable. So I went outside. I was there, then suddenly I saw people running. Behold, somebody jumped remind. When he jumped, the officers followed him.
But the
officers did not eventually see him. He lost track. They lost track.
Atatanim prisons komala headquarters komala kata.
He went behind the headquarters, back of the headquarters, and he was moving along.
So, Mr. Jallow, you're telling this commission that a prisoner escaped?
Yes.
Yes.
Continue.
So I'm bringing wo Canada.
When he escaped,
atata fo radio seat ma fangola.
He went until by radio seed.
Alain de ma mim fongo yas police o mi a charge for ya samba kasokono.
By God's grace, the police officer who charged him until he was taken to court was the one who actually saw him.
Ala motolondi.
He parked his vehicle. He called him and apprehended him and brought him back.
So can you tell the commission how that led to your arrest and detention?
For commission, munanata sab woketa mune wokendi hanu fo wale nata ketela mutoti aninke sindi dulakeli.
Bidding wo escape happened that yo saying sotole.
When that escape happened, they said, okay, now we have got him. I went outside looking for someone, but I did not complete that assignment. I came back rushing in.
Because escape
Because where the escape took place and where I was in the main yard. This one is at the remind wing over there.
Ntemo is nearly 200 meters.
The distance between us was nearly 200 meters.
Officer in charge lebije.
And there was an officer in charge.
Sergeant in charge tajela.
A sergeant was in charge of that place.
Mintomu Ibrahim Mbaye.
Whose name was Ibrahim Mbaye.
Nin Lamin Bojang.
And Lamin Bojang. They were on duties there. In my yard,
take over.
The one I took over from,
by then the roll was 774.
By then the roll was 774.
Take over.
That was what I took over. This guy escaped from that place.
Late Peter Bojan nat.
I was there. Suddenly, the late Peter Bojan came.
And
Alaji Job.
Remind.
They said to me, we've been instructed to take you to remand. I said, remand for what? They said, we've been told to detain you. I told them I wasn't going.
Most of the officers were crying.
Out of all the 6 officers who were on duty at that night, were you the only one who was arrested?
The
people that I was in the yard, I was the only one that was arrested.
Sergeant remind.
The sergeant that was at remand.
Water escape duty.
That man went for the escape duty.
Mr. Jallow, my question is, out of the 6 of you that were on duty that night, were you the only officer that was arrested?
Ako, akenyin kamen na atel molu men bedo kola wala ni mo woro yado kono. Bari inatete damman ne muta molu kono.
Ha yentele muta anin sajino nyi.
Yes, I was the one arrested with the sergeant.
But remind ba fangoyele.
But the remand is on its own.
Yado ba fangoye.
The yard is another place of its
security
own.
Wing ba fangoye.
The security wing is another area of its own.
Female wing ba fangoye.
The female wing also is another area of its own.
So ni be yado kono fengo kita remind italon.
If you are in the yard, whatever happens at the remand wing, you will not be aware of it.
Ni be remind fengo kita yado kono italon.
If you are in the remand, whatever happens in the yard, you will not be aware of it.
Posting neke.
I did my posting.
Ngasajino ni nyinkeje.
I put a sergeant and this other man
all
there.
The prisoners were inside. Mo bebe konot.
All the prisoners were inside. Everyone was inside.
Taking over keta banta.
The taking over took place and it was completed.
Just to patrol.
Just to patrol was what was left.
The locking up officer was there.
The locking up officer was there.
Momo a complaint soto.
Anyone who has a complaint,
they will call the officer in charge.
They will call the officer in charge.
They will call the locking up officer.
They will call the locking up officer.
Very woman ke yentele muta.
That didn't take place. They just arrested me.
Boy ndingo mimbe remind.
The young man at the remand, they allowed him to go to the headquarters so that he will become the quarter guard there.
So sergeant onyi ofanang arrest.
The sergeant was also arrested.
Yeah, saying Sergeant was sacrificed intella.
The sergeant was sacrificed because of me.
Because being that director here.
Because when we went to the director, he said Mbai once helped him at the confinement.
So therefore,
so that's why he said he didn't want to see Mbai in such a predicament. He said he will set an example for me. We made ourselves the brave ones.
Testify officially.
We are the ones who stand and testify against officers. I told him that to testify against an officer didn't start with me. That happened many times in this prison here. Many people stood here and testified against officers. He told them to return me back. He said I should have sent somebody to the quarters. I told him that I didn't have enough men. How can I send somebody to the quarters and leave the prison empty when there are other people lying down there? I said I will not do that. So I said okay, then they took me back. He said he will set an example for me.
So Mr. Jallow, how long were you detained for at the remand wing?
Yete sindi remand wati jelle.
I was there for 22 days.
Were you charged with any offense?
Ye tumi kula le bankoy nyineke.
Bijele for last minute. Wobe man charge nun de man na statement save tous wana dare nyaka signal.
I was there until the last minute. All that while I was not charged. I did not give any statement. They just ignored me there.
So mbije do ngajel fo biring ala nata Cairo natinye.
I was there until when peace came my way.
Inata Bora Kolinati.
They brought in Bora Koli.
Bora Koli take over. Ayodula take over on the 6th.
Bora Koli took over that place on the 6th.
On the 7th.
On the 7th.
On the 8th.
On the 8th.
On the 9th.
On the 9th. That was on a Monday.
Bora biring Bora nata.
When Bora came.
Nata Raunola.
He went around.
Nata Josuang.
He went to Joshua.
Janning Akana.
Before he returned, I was there suddenly. I was called.
Ala Joble Nathan Kumandi.
Ala Job came and called me. He told me, let's go. DG said that you should go and answer to him.
At 22 days KJ.
At that time, I had already spent 22 days. I never saw my family. I never ate. God and other people. Even where I sleep, only God knows. If I had stayed longer, I could have contracted beriberi. Because I was lying on the floor. It could make me sick. But by God's help, people stood for me. Officers started complaining. They begged him, but he would not accept. And the prisoner was caught and returned back.
I sent the for 22 days.
He packed me there for 22 days. And then he said he has dismissed me. And he removed all my ranks, demoted me. At the time I was an SPO. God and this new director and other good people who are within the prison system, they are the ones that came together. And this new director, they spoke to Bora. They said this man was taken advantage of. He said he has withdrawn. They said they dismissed him, and this guy has done nothing which warrants the dismissal.
So, Mr. Jallow, at this point, you were reinstated.
So, Mr. Jallow, Nintembe ye Murundi do kolale.
Hi, not a Murundi.
Yes, they eventually reinstated me.
And according to your statement, you were lucky that none of your salary was discontinued.
Andung akite manta bengote imela jokuntu.
Because they
did not discontinue my salary. But if it had passed that stage, it would have affected my salary.
I find it very tough.
I found it very tough.
Because it detained on the 19th.
I was detained on the 19th until the end of the month.
Until on the 9th.
Until the 9th. That was when he said that he has dismissed me. My salary was there. I couldn't pick it up. I couldn't give it to my family. So I was there. That time, how my family sustained themselves, only God knows. My friends and relatives, they assisted me, my mother's, father's, uncles.
So after Natata Holygam.
Then I went to Holygam.
For the body, because I control loyalty for the body.
Because he said we were loyal to Fode Bari.
I control loyal for the body. It's a case referred to for the body.
I told him that we are not, it's not part of that we are loyal to Fode Bari, but you forwarded the case to Fode Bari.
So Nintol Tata J for the body in the statement of I court case pushed to Holygam to this court, young commandika testify.
So when we went
mobile,
to,
because manganing solo accused war mobile la wole atina keta kesti wole nata lo box auto ni test nge fenk.
So manganing juma
Ablai Bojang,
because it was Manga and Ablai Bojang who stood in the box during the case.
So woman nadia
That's what pained him.
So wolatina nata lo nye kang yang kati.
That's the reason why he decided to treat me badly. It was because of the help of the director plus the good people in the prison. They told him that this man didn't commit any crime.
So Luminantata testify.
The day I went to testify,
Luminantata cross-examine.
the day I went for the cross-examination, that's the day when Bora called me.
Inspector.
He said to me, Inspector,
where are you?
Where Ibeming? Where are you?
Police station.
I said to him, I am at the Brikama police station presently. He told me, tomorrow come and report here. Where is your sergeant? I said to him, he's there. He told me to inform the sergeant so that tomorrow we can all report together. Then I went for the cross-examination.
So after the following day, not a report.
Then the following day, we came and reported.
Then
they took me to Bora. When he asked me, I narrated everything to him. He said if he was to dismiss you, he should have dismissed you before I come.
But take over case report before
because I will not come here, take over the place. I went to Joswang just for a checkup, and before I come back, he decided to dismiss you. I will not accept that.
Because being officer
he said because when we are going to his office, I would come back from Joswang. You passed me.
So, Mr. Jallow, at this point, you were reinstated in the service.
Mr. Jallow,
and up to date, you are still with the service.
Yes.
Mr. Jallow, thank you very much for coming to testify before this commission today. Mr. Chair, I am done with the witness. Thank you.
Silang ay kodi chairman lela commission chairman ani ning commissioner do nyinin karo soto ibe nyinin kalale.
Thank you very much indeed, Council, and thank you, Mr. Jallow, for your testimony.
I council numbara, I defana numbara puri sonta kana sede arola.
Commissioners, if you have any questions, please indicate. We'll do that. Commissioner Samba, you have the floor, please.
Commissioner Samba, wale lafte nyinin kala sayin.
Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Jallow.
Commissioner Samba kabe konton na Mr. Jallow.
Lafte nyinin kala kuma kangom melna wala mnyinti ko lafte nyinin kala for prison mantara under PMU.
I want to ask you whether the prisons is not under the PMO.
Ibe under PMO le?
Yeah, under the PMO.
Sila niyata la prison be under PMO. Me dismiss. I dismiss nyadi le imanta PMO maleka dila. PMO man femfoye. Fati ka sidro ka foye ko nye baile aye bay akwo sita wonya.
If the prisons are under the PMO, how did your dismissal come about? Since you got no letter from the PMO indicating that you've been dismissed, how did he just take it upon himself to dismiss you like that without any intervention of the PMO?
Adalta wokelala ake mo jamale la menu ente senior.
He has been used to that. He did that to many people who were even my seniors.
Deputy commissioners.
Because he did it to deputy commissioners.
I will be the commissioners ke forced to retire.
Commissioners, some commissioners were even forced to retire.
So, Farah Momi Alongo just inspector them.
Farah, somebody like Farah, who was just an inspector.
So, what on them inspector let?
I was an inspector too at that time.
So, Ibajalako, I mean for motives knowledge.
This was, that was the way. Whatever he says, nobody can do anything about it.
Ni mola dua jabita.
But if Allah is on anybody's side, nobody can do anything to you. He said to me that he has dismissed me on Monday. I went out on Tuesday.
Testify cross-examine.
On Wednesday, I went for the cross-examination. That was the day they called me and told me to come back and report for duties on Thursday. He did what he was able to do. But Allah did also what Allah decides to do. On that Thursday, when I reported for work, on Friday, when he closed from work, he did that. On Friday, he was also moved to the interior. They took him there as an advisor.
So
he went there. He said he has dismissed me, but I'm back at the prisons. The day he was supposed to close from work, he came all the way till around Abuko, around the petrol station. He was just passing. He passed me and he saw me in full uniform. I complimented him when he was passing. He just passed. Because he was my boss. I will not insult him. I will not say anything bad about him. He did what he thought was good for him. But Allah is above everything. Mandinka said, somebody's ablution water, if it is more than your bathing water, you will always leave that person alone. So this was how Allah decided between me and him. But he just wanted to damage me. And I suffered in his hands. Before all this, even I suffered before all this. And not everything is narrated. But there was a time when I suffered greatly in this. What happened in those days? If I come to work until I closed from work and went home, I always thank Allah.
Because there was a time in the prisons,
because there was a time in the prisons, if it is time for people to close from work, if you close from work and you decided to waste time a little bit, people will say that, well, today he has been locked. Because I receive calls, because it is a way where transports pass by.
For a certain period.
If my family doesn't see me up to a certain period, they will always think that they'll have two minds, thinking that something has gone amiss.
So
whether you have been locked up or not. This is how we were working.
Okay,
the second question, I actually have 3 questions, you will pardon me.
Lafta niwa answer ya asutiyandi because jamale bela fila pour ka nyininkaro okay, it's possible.
I want you to give short answers because there may be some who would also want to ask questions.
Prisoners nyol menka fa.
Those prisoners that usually die,
Anu nibi na ngamira nibe enroll la prisons ike la next of king me alongo ni kuketela, it will be responsible, health responsible.
I think when they have been enrolled, the next of kin is always included in the paperwork so that if in the event something happens to that prisoner, that next of kin is informed.
Kadum ko ngajele ko melbe nata testify jay ka fal ko ni fata don ki hand over le samba death house.
Because
so family members
I have seen from the witnesses that testified here saying that each time a prisoner died, what they do is they hand over to the medics and they take the corpse to the hospital. Do you not always inform the family members?
Okay, inform them. Momo bantajang ala next of kin.
We inform them. Anyone who dies there, we always inform the next of kin.
Oh, nka information o dile nka call sol keke inform because mol bi jele mini alon ko special wala mo la do ko ti medical.
Yes, we do calls and inform their relatives because there are people who are responsible for that. Medics. Because the corpse belongs to the relatives.
So, me consult.
We will not dare to do anything with the corpse without consulting the relatives.
Confirmation of California, myself, momi alonko, amam badin soto de nga katanya nyamam fenkeno. Then after BCC is like responsible, but
except
I can make that house back.
Except for people who have no next of kin. In that case, we hand over the corpse to the BCC.
Next question, Sabanyango.
Third question.
Wala mnyintiko, ni tata remind, nga moele ka fuko, ite keta mo kutoti, iman ladula sota, ikela kotoma, mo kotol membeje, ika kodole bondi, yela ladula sang. Isa jetel si ladula dite, ite la ladula exchange with ite.
I heard that if you are being taken to remand as a new prisoner and you have no space where to lie down, you can use money to pay to those inmates that have been in prison for longer so that they could give you their space in exchange for money.
Remind, je haniketa new manoti ni nata.
In remind, even if you are a new prisoner, when you reach there,
ni mobe moto ni atra iketa mole ti miya lonko mo bunya mole muiti.
If you are somebody who is dignified or a respected person,
prisonal ka ikawulile ka palaso dila.
Prisoners will get up and give you space.
Bari ni mo fananko ibe terla remind ye kodo bondi yadi prisoner ni official yaje iba mutalebule because kodo mang allowed selo kono.
But any prisoner that comes there and wants to bribe or give money to other prisoners because of something, money is not allowed there. If they are aware of it, they'll take the whole money from you.
Because report la.
Because somebody amongst them will report you, which happens there. They will report each other.
Because imanya na kodo sotla je la kodo everything abeka bukle.
They will receive the money. They will take the money from you. Because whenever you go there, that money should be handed over, and in case you do that and you are caught, in fact, you will be punished.
La kodo nanka mo minti abe safelale ni sulata fen sanna ni official bita shopping kele. Den go official le bita shopping ke lafta minna wo sangiye. Bari kodo nga wo mutebulu yenna do ko la luati nyale. Action o nyantata lelal.
Because what happens is, when they were booking you in, whatever you come with as part of your possessions, your money will be handed over. And if you go in with money and you are caught, you have gone against our laws, which is not, which doesn't go well with the prison authorities there.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Samba. Any other questions? Yeah, Commissioner Kerr, you have the floor. Yeah. Witness, if I can just appeal to you to shorten your answers as we're getting ready to prepare for the afternoon session, and another witness coming, I believe. Commissioner Kerr, you have the floor.
Chairman, ko ni sila njabirolu sutiyandi katu mbempareka ne puru sede do nyantanala me yalon ko lebe kala tilbula sedoti. So ila njabirolu dukare se sutiyandi.
Thank you. My question is a simple one, because throughout this session we've heard that torture has been taking place in the prisons, and that there are instances where prisoners were flogged. But what is not clear to me is whether that is just limited to male prisoners or female prisoners are also included in that.
Commissioner Kala nyini karo moment wala butero fotale meta mwela ko butero lu kake kasola bari wo butero lu fodum akake ikake ke kasola nkolu damannela adu musolu fanali yela dinkira soto jele fo musolu dungolu ibuka inene buka lu bute kaso kono jebang
musol de nene ma wo moy
I never heard women beaten.
afoko musol e butero lake
That women were beaten.
nene ma wo kalamuta andu nene ma moy fanan
I was never aware of that, and I never heard it.
Thank you very much. Mr. Jallow, if you have any concluding remarks to make, please proceed to do so now.
Yaman ko Mr. Jallow ni fana kuma soto ilafta mem banke la jannim janibe pare la kata ifana sila o kumolu yitandi sai.
Okay, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin.
Thanks be to Allah.
Nata janne mu banko dingoleti.
Because I came here and I'm a citizen of this country.
Nyanta doko kala Gambia ele.
I should work for this Gambia.
Ngin Gambia le soto.
This is the Gambia we have.
Ntoleta mu ngin Gambia ti.
This Gambia belongs to us.
Na betata ntolbele.
If it is good, it's good for all of us.
Na tinyata mbele.
When the country is spoiled, it's for all of us.
Nyin TRRC.
This TRRC.
Nyim betata bakele.
This is very, very good.
Momo ye nyin kajafi fana.
Anyone who says bad things about this TRRC,
ite malo e kaminke.
You don't know what we are doing.
Mobile batata nu wati tambita.
There was a time when a lot of people suffered in this country.
So ni alpha kende balle bijang.
There are very, very good elders here present.
So purka mol sondi nyokang.
To bring people together and reconcile people.
Katonya sabatindi.
And to establish the truth.
Momo banko dinkendoti.
Any person who is a good citizen of this country,
ite manyana balana wala.
You shouldn't refuse that.
So ala barka bake.
So thank you very much.
Barintenga wosi da soto.
But I have an appeal.
Ndol prisons mbatata bak.
We at the prisons, we have suffered greatly.
Ndol prisons mansama nyati lintolla.
We at the prisons, it looks like that the government has turned its back on us.
Tonya ni hani prisoner fango nati mile 2.
Truly speaking, even as a prisoner is brought to mile 2,
at futata gate lodge wato minanim police.
The moment he arrives at the gate lodge with a police escort,
a futata officer fango nyinje ika admit daming.
And he happens to see the office where he is going to be admitted.
Afankal ne ko tonya nte mbe batalale.
There will be the time where he will know that I will suffer in this place.
Because official bedamento wolfonga mount radula soto sakandu mande minnata kasola.
Because he will realize that the officers here don't even have a place, much more a prison inmate.
Ndolmang office soto.
We don't have an office.
Nying office will bring colonial days lem.
The building there, those offices were built there since colonial days.
Council ya fojanne ako meta prisons.
Council said it here. He said, I spent a long time working at the prisons.
And
it's true. I have spent a long time working there. But I have elders there, senior people who have spent longer time than me there. But it's clear to all of us that the building, this prison building, is older than all of us working there.
It's
older than all the prisoners who are incarcerated in there. It's over 60 years. This prison is the same way it has been. The cells, the way they were built initially, are still the same cells. They have never been changed or reduced or added. The cells there were not built by us. We found them there. We are appealing to government to do something about the prisons. We have suffered. We've had many things being said about us there. If you come to the area of the officers, there are some of our co-workers who has received their risk allowances. We haven't got anything. And I will give out reasons here why I can say that our job is risky. We are staying with prisoners. Somebody who is staying at a place where he doesn't like. Some are under death sentence. Some are under life sentences. Some of them are foreigners. These are the people we work with, and they are the people we go out with. Our officers have suffered greatly.
One
sergeant who works with us has been stabbed at Tanka. What went into his body, that's what he's estimating. It was only Allah who saved him from death.
Chief Tamba, prisoner
Chief Tamba, a prisoner kicked him on his leg and broke it. His name is Ansumana Tamba. He has already left the job now. A prisoner broke his leg.
By this time.
Around this time.
Jabi. Prisoner very seriously.
A prisoner took a razor blade and sliced him very seriously.
What are they taking over?
But at that time he was taking over duties. And later on, that developed into meningitis. He was there like that for quite a long time until we all lost courage. We thought that he was going to die. But he was saved by Allah. Things like that happened, many of those things happened there, many incidents. In fact, recently, there was a man whose head was split open.
The worst part of it.
From there, the worst part of the job. What everybody can see is that we take these prisoners out of the prison building, we go and walk outside with these prisoners, and we go into the forest to walk with them. We go and find cooking, we go and find wood for cooking. We don't have guns. We don't even have knives. And the prisoners are the people handling the axes. They cut the firewood with those axes. When they are tired, they hand over those axes to the officers. When it is enough, they will take it and put it on board the truck. There is no, among all the prison officers, those who didn't go out to look for firewood are very few.
Because deep forest.
I still have pain on my shoulder because of firewood, and all the officers who go out with these prisoners have to take part in the job.
Bata kama moto kuo fango ka moto soto purkata firewood aka kentol bulu do kolti na fire service la moto borindi le wo fonga wotinya. Well, police te fola, army te fola.
This is what's happening there. We the prison officers have to go out with prisoners to look for firewood. Transport problem is one of our challenges there. We drove the prison truck until it was completely broken down. From the police, from the army, we walk with all those trucks to go and look for firewood.
Operation Jombo need firewood seater.
Jombo operation, at the operations, if it is time to go and look for firewood,
abuka sino abuka lono.
He will not sit down or even stand up. Transport is always a big challenge for us to go into the bush. And our life is at a big risk because those prisoners, they can kill officers and run and go into Casamas. Because when we go to look for firewood, we go nearer to the border than the interior of this country. If you come to the prisoners,
remand bedaming is a problem.
Where the remand is located is a problem.
Remand fatally.
The remand is completely full.
Josuang fatale.
Josuang is full.
Janjambure fatale.
Janjambure is full.
Ne Gambia jube bi.
If you look at the Gambia today,
Prison sabale keri.
there are only 3 prisons.
Nim prison sabol.
These 3 prisons,
Josuang Janjambure mile 2.
Josuang, Janjambure and Mile 2,
Station jelle are surround jang.
how many stations are surrounding it?
How many courthouse le are surround jang?
How many courthouses are available around?
Bring kallaji for Katong.
From Kalaji to Katong,
Ibeka nyapina mile 2 le.
they all bring the people to the Mile 2 prisons.
Warantole ke nati je.
And they come with warrants there.
Dafala no ko kaso fatale.
You cannot say that the prison is full.
Jeka fale tep.
The prison is sometimes filled up to the brim.
Kaso katale no for 1,000 or 900 plus.
Sometimes you have almost 1,000 or even 900 inmates in the prison there.
Yin kaso be lola wato mena population o Gambia la population o mang futa wanyama.
The time this prison was built, the Gambia's population was not even up to the level it is today.
Banko be keta stational.
Now, the whole country have their own stations around.
Magistrate also tota.
There are magistrates around in the country.
Sa in prisons man soto.
And now there are no prisons available.
Anu sa momin soro ya samba nang je. Mbe mansa dani la fere ke prisons mota mobuka fo e kaso da bari standard kaso da moliye. We are by any prisonal nata. Kaso manke moyati mbele tamu kasoti.
Well, I'm appealing to the government to help us with more prisons. Nobody is happy about prisons, but all these prisons belong to all of us. Because as far as it is the country is concerned, there are prisons which are not enough in the country.
Because ntolni ya crossbag e prisons je biti loto.
Because
anyanta tambila nyina la manke ko mol mala fi do ko wala.
If you look at
the mol bi jele minu yalon ko they are very good. And prisonal fana bi jele minu yalon ko mo kende balle bi je minu yalon ko wol dol ka alquran o karan prisons kono le atanka. Ka dem officer en charge intele ke yele kata jame ngoto.
Because if you look at the situation today, there should be more prisons than the amount of prisons in the country. Because among the officers, you have good people. Among the prisoners, you have good people. And among even the prisoners, some of them, they learn the Quran in the prison up to the point of completing it and mastering the Quran. And sometimes it is me or other officers who help them and take them out on Fridays to go and pray Friday, to go and perform their Friday prayers. So there are good people there. If that's the way it is, let them help us. Let's all look at the prisons. All those who came there, what always they say is that we never imagined that this place is like this. When the person goes out, they will always become quiet. If the person goes home and lies down wherever he places his head, that's the end of it. So this is what is our problem there. If you come to mile 2, even defense, we are talking about diseases, but the place where they dump the waste, if those dumping places are lighted with fire, we cannot even breathe in the prisons. Officers cannot breathe in the prisons. If it is the smell, the whole day people will feel the smell around.
Less than 300 meters.
Where they dump the waste matters between that place, Ndangan, and the prison is less than 300 meters.
Because
our garden is located next to Ndangan. This is why we have been suffering there up to now. This is all what's existing there. But people don't even look upon the prisoners.
But alhamdulillah rabbil alamin assign prisons benyame abe falinkan director soto anala commissioner.
But thanks to Allah, we have a director plus his commissioners. They are trying a lot of things for the people there. There was a time when we were all treated as slaves.
But another mobile commander, a prisoner follow commander, a council.
But when he came, the first thing he did was to call the prisoners and counsel them. He told them, I will do my level best, and I will try and see what will make things or matters easy for you people here. Whatever I can do on the right of your prisoners, you prisoners, I will try my best to make sure that you get your rights. Then he also called the officers and talked to them the same way. He told them, you have now gained your freedom. Nobody should walk here under threat. From that day up to this moment,
officer mantra under threat.
No officer has been under threat there. This is why we missed a lot of our officers. Today, at this present moment, you have more females at mile 2 than males on the officer's side. And the work is harder on men than the women there. It was just yesterday when I left the position of a chief officer.
I was the chief officer, man in charge of all the junior officers and the inmates.
I was the chief officer responsible for all the other officers and the inmates.
And
I was one time chief, but I was denied that position. It's because of Allah and Mane. It was Mane who recommended me and took me to that position. If Mane didn't come, by this time we would all have left that place.
Another deputy director.
Plus his deputy director and other directors. Prisoners don't praise anybody. Prisoners don't praise people. There are people, whenever they lack medicine, it is the officers who will take their own money and buy medicine for them. There are prisoners inside this prison there who are so good that if somebody, another prisoner needs medicine and the medicine is not available in there, those prisoners will tell him to wait, and they will inform their relatives to buy these medicines for those prisoners.
Mr. Jallow, can you conclude quickly the testimony? As I had indicated, we're going to do that. I don't want to interrupt you, but if you can finalize your remarks, that would be very helpful indeed.
Chairman, ko sila kumosuti yandi sign ya tariandi because katu dole be siring menyantana la CDRO la wato bitakang.
Yo, o prisoner mol bi jele mini alon ko wolle ka borol sangi because one prisoner bi je ka famille baba galle.
There are prisoners who always buy medication for other prisoners. What? Because there is one person called Baba Galle.
Baba Galle Jallow.
Baba Galle Jallow.
Prescription safae.
He was given a prescription so that he should wear specs. He informed the operations unit. Operations unit informed DG. They took out money, 2,500, and bought glasses for him.
For 2,800 lembang, for 2,500, but specs is very costly, nearly 2,800.
They bought glasses for him around 2,800. Not quite sure whether it was 2,500 or 2,800. But they were able to purchase these glasses for this person. Allah will reward anybody for any good you do.
One point of observation, because kunung Amadou Skatrin Jane, I ento for jang.
I have one point of observation. Amadou Skatrin named me here yesterday.
Ako Jombo.
He said Jombo.
And don't tell him Jombo.
And I am Jombo.
I have for TRRC Janet.
He said it at the TRRC here. This is why I also want to say it here, so that we can all hear it together. Truly, I am Jombo. But there is another person called Jimbo.
So naman Jombo ni Jimbo bondi nyot.
If he cannot distinguish Jimbo from Jombo,
so asafono Jombo,
he might be able to say it is Jombo.
Because ateka min foko ya la selo sa ya chika ya samba Josuang.
What he said that his cell was searched and they took him to Joswang.
Ya wura ya samba Joswang.
He was stripped naked and taken to Joswang.
Ntema wo sembo soto nuwo wato ka woke.
I don't have the powers at that time to do what he said.
Because prisoner transfer.
To transfer a prisoner is part of our job.
Official ka transfer le.
Officers also transfer.
Prisoner ka transfer le.
Prisoners also transfer.
But such prisoner like Ahmad Skatrin Jane.
But prisoners like Ahmadu Skatrin Jane.
Ndema wo mandate soto ka wo bondi mile to central prisons ka samba Joswan prisons.
I don't have the mandate to remove him from mile 2 prisons and bring him to Joswang prison.
Because ngamwela ka foko Jombo tata akamfata tata ala job ya.
Because I heard him saying that Jombo became angry and went to Alaji Job.
After Inata nang.
Then they came.
Inata transfer Joswang.
And he was transferred to Joswang.
Nteta transfer la no Joswang because ala job minata je wo munna superiority wo by then he was a superintendent.
Alaji Job, who came there, was at that time a superintendent, and I was his junior.
And who are on the SPO leti.
And at that time, I was just an SPO.
Jimbo womu operation leti.
Jimbo was the operations unit head.
Kabarika prisoner transfer to Joswang prisons.
To transfer a prisoner to Joswang prisons.
Due to certain reasons, akakele.
It happens due to certain reasons.
So that reasons was best known to the operation and that Alaji Job.
That reason was best known to Alaji Job and the man responsible at the operations unit. This is what I want to declare here. At that time, I was an SPO, an inspector.
I can fully remember that.
And the day this thing happened, I was not even there. And on that day, I was supposed to come for night duties. I was not even present there at that time.
Thank you. Well, we need to say thank you very much, Emma, for that clarification in response to Dr. Janet's remarks yesterday. But thank you again very much indeed, Emma, for coming to testify before the Commission. And the information that you have given should help us in formulating our findings on this theme from the prison services. And we have visited the prisons ourselves, but information that the additional information you have given us should help us. We will resume at 3:30. We're running very late, and thank you again, Mr. Jallow, for your testimony. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Oriental anti-aging perfect pour ko xamne you are over 40 li tax moy it has argan oil in it. Argan oil ñep xamé nañ ko ci anti-aging bu lolu passé kiwi eye gold mom moy kiwi eye brand bi nga xamne mo gëna S in the entire kiwi eye range mom tamit daf la just jox a very nice golden complexion. So amé ay céré am ay problème skin, this will be your go-to product. QEI Privilege moo nekk ni baax na lool si ko doon diw sa yaram yaaxu nga bëgg a defaraat xam nga rek def bem baax teg ko ci yoon QEI Privilege war naa doon sa xarit. QEI Multi Action moom bu dee like nga almond products, almond oils, B is what we will recommend to you. We get our products directly from Paris. Paris products yep comes directly from the manufacturer. François Bidon moom kenn du ko introduce amal nañ leen the Royal Excellence Carrot moom mi nga xam ne moom moo gën a popular in the entire François Bidon family amal nañ leen ko amal nañ leen Puissance ak amal nañ leen Extreme tamit. Bu loolu weesoo Glow yaa ngi ni Glow kenn du ko introduce mom a star product la obviously all the time ñu ko am in stock. Recently bi mooy coow li Diamond Glow mom la xale yu jigéen ñi di wóor tay yëpp anti binta gaay Diamond Glow kañ la Diamond Glow di ñëw well coow jeex na fi mu nekk nii Diamond Glow is back in stock. For the past couple of days, xam nga rek parel kër Fatou beeg yooyu maa ngi switch to Express Glow xala expressal rek xala glowyal rek moo nekk nii mooy lightning fast glow product bi nga xam ne diwoo ko rek within a week rek am the glow you've been always dreaming of. The most popular glow mooy lemon glow. Bi mooy the most popular one amongst all the glow lines. Lemon glow bi moom moo gën a popular moom lañ dee gën a jaay. But nag ci gàttal amal nañ leen the entire glow correction from diamond glow to extreme glow, pure glow, cocoa glow, lemon glow, express glow, and obviously carrot glow. So loolu passé xam naa ne war ngeen a xam by now ne ñun ñooy represent HT26 Mr Paris ñun ñoo lañ fi nekkal fii si Gambia ñoo lañ indil glutathione product bi mooy seen product bi gën a es made out of glutathione seen product si amuñ hydroquinone glutathione la am glutathione mooy des new ingredient bi nga xam ne moom la skincare companies yëpp di naka di tiitaroo daal ku defarul glutathione rek definitely yow nekkuloo ci yëf yi so glutathione moom laa nekk di use from last month on and du la xeesal pecc waaye nag dafa setal sa yaram dafa génne all the imperfections which we all have du la weexal tal waaye dafa liisal sa yaram nooyal ko nepp moo nekk nii am nañ the entire collection amal nañ leen lotion bi amal nañ leen cream face cream eye cream what is this one amal nañ leen glycerine amal nañ leen sax ak glutathione product boo xam ne pour lunette la moo nekk nii su loolu passé amal nañ leen the glutathione vitamins seen vitamins yi ñoo nekk nii one a day nga ko jël and not only ne dafa leeral sa yaram but it's a very good anti-aging antioxidant anti-aging vitamin la ci gàttal oil si nekk nii HT26 ban tey rek ñu ngi ci HT26 amal nañ leen 8 different kinds of oil from Barago oil to carrot oil, lemon oil, name it in skincare oil am nañ ko seen oil si is not only for skin but mun nga use oil si for your hair and some are for your entire body. Góor ñi indil nañ leen a moisturizer who says na diwi jigéen rek lañ dee jaay xam nga rek yéenay suñ xarit buñ defaree jigéen yi foog yéen tamit ñu sóoraale lañ amal nañ leen a very very good moisturizer very hydrating from HT26 du la xeesal du la leeral dafa ànd rek nooyal sa yaram HT26 ban tey waxoon naa la ni ñoo fi nekkal HT26 seen Topsy Gel bi Topsy Gel line bi moo nekk nii bii pour koo xam ne la waruloo xeesal really waaye leeral rek nga bëgga leeral nooyal mooy bii mooy HT26 Topsy Gel tamit amal nañ leen the entire collection and then moving right along ban tey ñu ngi si HT26 waxoon naa la ni ñun ñoo fi toogal HT26 ma ca Paris HT26 amal nañ leen almost like 9 different collections from them preparation bi moo nekk nii amal nañ leen anti-tache usoon naa ko a couple of months ago actually about 3 months ago moom it says it all the name says it all it is anti-tache so ko use doo am benn tache at all doo am any spot at all on your skin moo nekk nii du xeespecc waaye nag almost xeespecc la in my world and then amal nañ leen Vegetarians boo amoon stretch mark te mu jaaxal la lool dafa fekkut nga ñëw skincare plus Vegetarians line bi mooy pour stretch mark mooy pour réew so garabi réew ñi ne ko doon laajte amal nañ leen ko from the laboratories of skincare plus Paris from HT26 Paris that is yes I can't wait for skincare plus Paris anti-aging caviar seen caviar line bi HT26 seen caviar line bi is geared towards anti-aging loolu mooy su dee yaa ngi jéem a gis signs of aging and you want to get rid of them wrinkles age spots or whatever it is the caviar line is highly recommended for that kind of individual ban tey ñu ngi si HT26 amal nañ leen tamit another line of product bu ñoo ooyee white essence ñoom 5 different formulas lañ am beginner for ci white essence mooy expertise moo nekk nii moom moo laa weexaltal moom mooy seen strongest formula. The second strongest formula in white essence mooy caviar. Caviar dina la xeesal ba pare tamit it has anti-aging properties as well because of the caviar extract. Bu loolu passé, the third most lightening product from white essence mooy the perfection bee nekk nii xet gi neex na lool and very nice on the skin. Bu loolu passé, the fourth most lightening product mooy Rapporteur bi mooy seen fourth lightening product. So say nga am just a black beauty, a natural black beauty, nga bëgg ko maintain, but nga bëgg am just that kind of glow, then I will recommend the Transparence. Transparence, Mom, the name says it all. It is basically just very transparent. Ku nekk mën na ko use as long as your goal is just to maintain your natural complexion. Moo nekk nii Transparent amal nañ leen the entire line. The soap, the lotion, the oil, the face scrub, and the mask.
Your one-stop shop beauty station. We have all the answers for your beauty quest. All the means to beautify you. Skincare plus.
Miss B Designer Outlet is the #1 quality and affordable stop shop for all your needs. Get your evening dresses, suit and ties, office wears for both ladies and gentlemen, beach wears, sport wears, pure leather shoes for men, quality belts, bags, heels for all beautiful ladies, original perfumes, accessories, and a lot more. Find us at Kololini Road opposite Gaddafi Mosque at the Aqua Preacher Station, or call us on 295-3411 or 764-2486. Miss B Designer Outlet. Shop right, look good.